neighbor's gonna die of fright. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween,
Hey guys, long time no see, hasn't it? It's Artie, it's your boy, back from his vacation. Happy to see you guys again. Unless you were on my gaming channel, then you would have already have seen me. Thank you guys, welcome back. Good to be back. As promised, I will be dropping all the details of the weekend. And we're also going to have a little bit of fun getting ourselves back into the swing of things, as we usually do. So, I'm going to say what's up to everybody. Kick, Internet God, Alpha, Swamp, Arisen, Malcop, Randy, Strawberry Tea, Kivy, Stacy, Alana, Scott, Charlie, Liz, Pat, Mandy, Kit, Donovan, Judy, what's up to all of you? Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you very much, Smarty Marty, for that $4.99 super chat. Much appreciated, man. Happy to be back. So, here's what will happen here. The wedding went off without a hitch. I arrived on Thursday. Stayed with my brother at his place for most of the trip, except for Sunday night. The wedding proper was on Sunday, by the way. We had the rehearsal dinner. It was fun, actually, and I honestly, what annoys me is the name of the beer place. My folks from Texas might know this. It's called the Legal Brewing Company, Lawful Brewing Company, something like that. Basically, they stole my idea of what I wanted to do once I retired, which was to start my own bar and or brewery, and have all my beers be related to like legal jargon. And that's exactly what this brewery was all about. And I'm annoyed. It was actually pretty awesome. We had some Lebanese food. It was really good. Robert, Artie, since you've been gone, you won't believe this new thing called Sovereign Citizen Moors lost. Oh my fucking god, what the hell is that? It sounds like something made up. Moors? So the Friday didn't do much. Saturday was more of getting everything together. Final checklist of things. And then Sunday was obviously the big day. My brother and I, we went out to the venue, took what we needed to take. I did not know that, Randy. It was really good. It was just like catered stuff. So we got everything together. Everything, for the most part, everything went off. Well, let me not say that. Everything went off without a hitch. There was like minuscule minor bits of like the whole rehearsal of going down the aisle that the timing was not exactly perfect, but really that's like nitpicky. Everything went off well. I did a toast to my brother. I was not the best man, but I'm okay. It's fine. I mean, his best man was his like friend of like 15 or 20 years now, it feels like. So I'm not gonna hold that. I'm not holding that against my brother. I was able to give a toast. I didn't embarrass him too much. I didn't embarrass myself too much. I basically threw back to a story of when we were kids. Just kind of, man, we've come a long way from, here to now where this guy's actually getting hitched. So it went off good. Alex, he enjoyed it, even though I told him like I legit was only planning or going through my head of what I wanted to say about half an hour before I went up there. Everything else went off fine. If you guys go check out my Instagram, if you haven't already, I have a whole bunch of photos on there that you guys can check out. I have plenty of more photos as well to upload in addition. But overall, it was a lot of fun. I'm just my only thing is I wasn't able to meet up with you guys in Texas. I know Doug and Kivy and a whole bunch of you guys also. I wasn't able to hang out, but really, you know, with well, the wedding stuff and everything like that, it was really tough to kind of you know, send myself out to go meet y'all. So I definitely plan on coming back to Texas at least for another visit. Maybe not next week, but you know, in the next couple of months, I promise to come back down there. Maybe even down to Houston if I have a chance. But overall, I had fun. I got to see family I hadn't seen in a long time. My cousins, some old family friends from when I was living in San Antonio. My uncle from New York, it was there. My grandmother, she's always a pleasure to see. And the idea is I might be going to Puerto Rico in December, and I haven't been to Puerto Rico in years, which is odd because normally I'd actually be able to go to Puerto Rico like once a year up until like maybe 5 years ago. And then I have barely been to Puerto Rico since. So it's been a long time since I've been down there, and I miss going down there. So definitely gonna probably have it's definitely gonna have to happen on December. It's just that it's gotten a lot more expensive than I last recall. So so that's it, man. It was overall I had fun. Can't wait to meet these folks again. My brother, he is hanging. They are hanging out on their honeymoon right now in Costa Rica. And it sounds like he's having a blast down there, so all good. And so now catching up, I did see that Van Balion had a doozy, I'd say, while I was away. So shout out to him for this. He did send me a link to the original, so that's what we're gonna take a look at. It is this gem of this guy who tries his hand at a traffic stop, and he says the usual thing that we all know and we all can recite by memory. So let's get this show on the road. No more about my nonsense. Y'all don't want to hear about me talking it all day. Y'all just want to see the stupid. So, all right.
Here we go. Good time to practice.
Honestly, Judy, I was thinking about that. I mean, this could be a good bingo. Maybe. I mean, you know, maybe I should. This could be actually a good bingo. Let me see here. That's not a good one. How about this one? All right, fine. Fine, we might have to do a bingo. All right. Let me just put that there. That there. And then there we go. There's a link to it. I pinned it over there. Remember to refresh and choose a number between 1 and 30 so you guys get a different one. No stakes this time. It's just we're just gonna have some fun. All right, let's get it started. I know, Kit. I'll have to take a look at that one too.
I do not. I stopped. I pulled over to let you around.
No, your plates are dead.
Now, the officer says that his plates are dead, which is an odd terminology, But I think it just means that the plates are expired.
I pulled you over to let you
I know,
around.
but I'm telling you, your plates are expired. Now I got you stopped. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You've been expired since May.
Do you have me? You're detaining me.
I need to see your driver's
I mean, yes, technically you are detained at a traffic stop.
license.
Why am I being detained? Am I being detained?
Inspection sticks are dead. Your plates are dead. You're not being detained. You're on a traffic stop.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe law talk. You could say you could say this. I mean, I tended to look at a traffic stop, and I think some of the case law I've seen is that most instances the courts treat a traffic stop as being detained and not as its own entity or it's its own situation. So I don't know if the cop is correct necessarily here, but he is being detained. But yes, am I being detained? I forgot about that one. There we go.
Turn your phone on. That's all.
Need to see your driver's license, your registration proof, insurance.
Is that an order?
Yes.
No, that's a direction.
It's a directive.
Are you ordering me to do something?
From
Hey, Cameo.
a police officer, you have to present your driver's license. That's
Am
state law.
Am I required to?
Yes, you are.
Do you have evidence that I'm required?
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna ask you again. Then we'll get back up and we're gonna arrest you. Show me your driver's license. You have one?
Is that a requirement?
You have a driver's license.
Okay, so as for those who are keeping count, yes, the guy's already asked why he's been stopped several times, and the cop has already answered at least 3 times that he's been stopped for an expired registration or expired tags. So he's already answered the question multiple times, and he's already answered the question, is that a lawful order or is that an order? And the officer already said yes.
Are you ordering me to do a thing?
606, 601.
You can call whoever you want. Are you giving me an order?
Yes, I am.
Do you have the authority?
Yes, I do have the
Under what?
authority.
Under what
Who are
authority?
you? I need your assistance across from the football field.
Why are you detaining me?
60684. I'll be on a traffic stop across from the football field. We'll be on
Am I free to go? Am I free to go? Why are you detaining me? Why?
because your plates are dead. I need to see your driver's license.
Am I required to have?
I told you, you are required by law.
How do you know that?
Because State Police Academy, 39 years of training, 39 years of being on the job. That's why I know.
Okay.
How do you know? Well, I've been doing this shit for almost 40 years. I'd like to think that I know what I'm talking about when I'm saying that you're required to have valid tags and you're required to present ID on stop. Fucking hell.
Let me see your driver's license. That's an order.
If I present you with a thing,
Present me with your driver's license.
can you use it against me in court?
Depends on if they're expired. Depends on if they're suspended. Depends on if they're...
I don't have to.
Haven't
say
seen that, Sean.
anything. I know my rights. I know my rights.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I know my rights.
I'm not violating.
I know my rights. Wait, how do I not have... I thought I did have that in here.
Your rights. I'm asking for
You're
your
detaining me
driver's
with no reason. Have I harmed it? Have I caused any other person harm,
license.
injury, or
I have no
loss?
problem with it.
Irrelevant.
Have I committed a
Other than
crime?
the fact you're not giving me your driver's license.
Is there a crime that I've committed?
If
Have I
you-
committed a crime?
If you don't present your driver's
So
license,
no,
that'll
I-
be a crime. That's a forfeit violation. You
So
will
I
go
Yeah, I'll count that as injured party.
haven't
to jail.
committed a crime.
You will go to jail.
Why do you have me pulled over? I haven't done
Because
anything
your plates
wrong.
are expired.
That's why you pulled me
I've
over?
told you that. Yeah,
For what?
I've told you that.
Am I required to...
You keep saying the same thing over and over.
Say
Yes,
to
you
you.
are required.
Say to you. That's what I'm going to keep doing.
You keep saying the same thing.
Am I allowed to say what I wish?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're allowed to be obstinate, but, you know, by doing this, you can be dangerous. You can get dangerously close to obstruction. If you keep on going with the circular line of questioning where you're constantly asking the same question, the officer's giving you the same answer, and you're invoking the definition of insanity here.
Am I not allowed to?
Yeah, you're allowed to talk all you want to, but I'm allowed to ask you for your driver's
Are
license.
you also allowed to use it in court against me? Are you allowed to use it?
Do you have a driver's license?
Will you use it in court
You must
against
not
me?
have one.
Will you use it in court
Do
against
you have
me?
a driver's license?
You're making assumptions.
Huh?
You're making assumptions.
I don't have to
for-
answer any of your questions.
I mean, technically, no, he doesn't.
I don't.
I don't have to follow that
Why
command
such
either.
a hard? Why such a hard line here?
Why do you have me stopped from doing what
I just
I wish
told
to
you.
be doing?
I've told you 10 times.
Have
your
I-
plates are dead.
Have I
Your
harmed?
plates are expired.
Have I committed a crime? Have I committed a crime?
606 headquarters. You run those registration. Did you run that? Are they expired?
I mean, yes, Deacon, you are not obligated to answer the officer's questions at all. You could just simply say at a traffic stop saying, here's my license, here's my registration, and here's my proof of insurance. If you don't mind, I would prefer not to answer any more questions, I am not going to answer any more questions because you have legally given him everything that you're obligated to provide at a traffic stop. License, registration, proof of insurance. There you go. Have a nice day. I'm not going to answer any more questions. That's all it is. And you are well within your rights to not answer questions. Right? But you are still obligated to provide that information. Ugh.
Why is he asking if they're expired? I thought he knew.
What's going on?
Hi there.
He refuses to present his
Hey, Jacob.
driver's license, and he thinks I have no reason to stop him.
Depends on the state, Jassa.
I don't think I didn't say
I
it.
have a driver's license.
I beg your
I'm
pardon.
Chief Herbert. Don't beg my pardon. You have to give him your driver's
What
license.
is going on?
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna real quick, Jassa. I mean, some states you're required to sign a ticket. If not, they can take you to jail. Others, the signing the ticket is optional, but you still have to accept it. The officer's going to be able to testify that he provided you with the citation, whether you accept it or whether you agree with it or not. But if you're talking about signing the ticket, that's dependent upon the state.
I beg your
I'm
pardon.
Chief Herbert. Don't beg my pardon. You have to give him your driver's
What
license.
is going on here? Are you public servants?
Public servant. I apologize for pausing it so often. I'm getting back in the swing of things, guys. I've been out of the loop for like 5 days. But what was I gonna say with this guy, with the officer? Or no. My another pet peeve I have with these kinds of sovereign citizens' right to travel fuckers is they always feign ignorance. They always pretend like what they're doing isn't out of the norm and isn't going to get on the cop's nerves, as in being completely obstinate. He's like, what is going on? Come on, dude. You know damn well what you're doing. And you know damn well that, the officer's going to have an attitude problem when you're not providing what you're legally obligated to provide. So stop playing dumb. That's another pet peeve.
Are you public servants?
I'm the chief of police.
Are you a public servant?
You either give him your driver's
Are
license
you a
or you'll
public
come out of the
servant?
car.
All right. Are you a public servant? Are you a public servant?
asking
Are
you
you
a
a public
lawful order.
servant? Are you a public servant?
He's asking you a lawful order. You either follow the lawful
I'm
order or
asking
you'll
a
be
question.
removed from your vehicle.
In what
You
fashion?
understand?
Thank you, Thea.
606 headquarters.
You get that registration back. Registration 5 of 20.
I'm not required to.
You are required by law. It's a lawful order.
A-Ray.
What is your authority?
I'm the chief of police. Don't pull this crap with me. You will be brought out of the vehicle if you do not follow lawful orders.
Very violent.
Well,
You're being real violent.
he's the cop, as Van Balion so eloquently said it. He's not being violent. He's being assertive and he's being direct. and he's telling you, and basically he's conveying to you that he's not about to play any more of your games. That's not being violent. It's just letting you know where we're at this point.
Not being violent.
Yeah,
You're
you
being
are.
disrespectful, not following the law.
Well, we don't need to say anything.
And demonetized.
See if you can use that name, run that name, and get some information on it.
Yeah.
Don't lock your door.
Is that an order? What authority do you have to give me
I
an
have
order?
authority. Don't
I
pull this
work-
crap.
What kind of authority?
Authority by the state of West Virginia.
Yeah? To do what? Serve the public? Or to harass me on the side
Nobody's
of the road?
harassing you. You were stopped by my officer lawfully.
I stopped
Your
to
vehicle's
let him
also-
around me.
I told him.
Not legal.
He's been
What does
advised.
that mean?
Don't give this crap. What's it mean?
What does that mean? Tell me what it means. I don't even know.
Again, even the officers are like, we're not going to play stupid here.
I don't know who you
What's your
are.
name, Michael Ray?
I don't know who you are.
My name's
You know
Officer Mike
exactly who
Campbell.
I am. The chief of police of Shinston. I told you.
Let's see your driver's license.
Is that a requirement
Let's
or
see
an
your
order for
driver's
me?
license. Yeah, it is a requirement.
Am I being detained?
Yeah,
Yes,
right
you
now
are.
you are, yes.
Have I
And you're
committed
about
a
ready
crime?
to be arrested.
Have I
Right
committed
now, yes, you're committing a crime. You're denying a lawful order.
Headquarters 666, you have an approximate age on this subject.
So you're going to push your luck where you're going to go to jail
Negative.
instead of just giving him your information.
Okay, does he appear to be in his 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s?
If I give him my information, is he able to use it against me in court?
He's not going to use it against you in court. What he's doing is going to run it and make sure everything's valid. Is your driver's license not valid?
You're not answering my question.
It's for identification purposes.
I said, is your driver's license not valid?
If I provide any information,
What's going to be used against you in court is what you're doing right now is called obstructing. And I'm going to arrest you here in about 2 seconds
What
if you
am
do not
I
comply with the
obstructing?
lawful order.
why are you getting so angry? Have I committed a crime?
You are right now. You're obstructing. You're obstructing an investigation what this traffic stop is. Laugh.
Laugh all you want. Yeah, exactly. I'm going, this is what's, I know, Van Balion said this was North Carolina. I'll forgive him because he's across the pond, but this is clearly in West Virginia, as the original poster even says as much. But this is in West Virginia. I'm willing to bet you West Virginia has a carry and present law.
All you want.
I'll let you guys know what I'm drinking after this.
The traffic stop is considered an investigation.
Why?
Time source Shia LaBeouf.
You got 2 more seconds before you're arrested for obstruction. So give the driver's license or you're going to be arrested.
Under what authority?
All right, and we're done. This was probably like the 7th or 8th time he asked him. We're done. And now the fun begins.
Get your hands out of my car. Get your hands out of my car.
This is
Get outta
very
here.
illegal.
Get your hands out of my
tase you.
car. Don't tase me. I didn't do anything.
You were
Open the
given a
door.
lawful order.
Open the door.
Please
Open
film
the
Open
door.
all
the
this.
door. You are obstructing an investigation. Film all you want. It's on video already.
We have not done
God, I wish I could find that body cam footage.
anything.
You were stopped on a lawful order. Now open your door.
A lawful order? What are
Open
you
your
talking about?
Door now.
Is that an order?
Yes, it's an order. Open your door.
We gotta call the
You're
police.
obstructing an
Call the police.
investigation. Open your door.
What about the
You
sheriff?
spitter.
Reach in a bag.
And now this guy does a really stupid thing by trying to reach into like the to the center console or reach into somewhere not on the steering wheel in front of these officers, which again is fucking stupid. And so of course the cops are going to be on edge because you got a guy who's not cooperating, you got a guy who's being completely obstinate, and then all of us, he tried to roll up the windows on them, and
We're not reaching in the
You're
bag.
not reaching anything.
He's getting a bottle.
Open your door.
Get that thing pointed away from my
No, it's a
face.
taser.
Get out of the car.
Get
This
out
guy.
of the
This
car.
is
out of
unbelievable.
control.
this is unbelievable bullshit. You knew exactly this was going to happen.
This is out of
Get out of the
control.
car.
Is that an
Unbelievable.
order?
Yes, it is.
Under what authority?
Mine.
Hey, Taco.
Now get out of the car.
What authority are you doing
Get
this
out
under?
of the car.
You can see all of our
These
hands.
These people
and
can see.
everything.
These people can see.
I'm pretty sure they're just playing football, but man, they're just playing football.
We're not doing anything wrong.
We're not doing anything wrong.
Get out of the car.
We're not doing. Hey,
Get out of the car now.
sir,
Get out of,
get
the
out
car.
of my car. Get out of my car.
Get out of the car.
This is
Get out of my
breaking and
car.
entering.
Oh my god.
Breaking and entering.
And taste.
Ow! I can't! You fucking piece of shit. You
Out of
piece
the
of
car. Out of the car. On the car. Bobby.
You piece of shit. You fucking.
Hey!
Do you see this? Do you see this? This is. Hey, I'm not doing anything. I am not doing a thing.
You get back and you
I'm
stay
not doing
back.
a thing.
You were trying to grab him.
I'm not doing a thing.
He did try to grab him.
Grab him.
You see this? Breaking and entering.
You're under
Hey,
arrest.
hey, hey, hey,
Out
hey.
of the car now.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm coming.
Out of the car.
Hey, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Behind your back
I'm
now.
not doing anything.
Drop the phone and put your hand behind your back. You're under arrest for obstructing and destruction of property.
Oh my God. God.
When they give you a lawful order, you follow it. You understand?
Oh man. Just throw some tissues in there or something. We're not doing anything wrong.
We're not doing anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, getting tased doesn't tickle.
Bring your feet. You have anything
Hey, help out, man.
Anything like that?
We've done nothing wrong. We're doing nothing wrong. Please watch. Help, man.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
You put me here.
Oh,
God, ow!
Get up.
Fuck!
Here, help you out.
Ow!
Here.
Come on, man. Ah! Hey! Hey, man! My dog is in this car. Hey!
Aw, poor dog.
My dog is over here.
What a way to wake up. Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
Showing a
Okay, so to answer the first question on everybody's mind, this is a beer from Doug. So shout out to you, man. This is Hemingway's Lemonade. It's a imperial stout with orange peel and another orange peel, lemon, and something else. It's pretty good, but it's also 15%, so it's kind of dangerous. So somebody in the chat, I think it was Jacob, asking me whether or not, why do these people do this if none of this seems to work? It's because, I mean, the world is a big place. Some people don't have the same sort of access to the internet that we do. Some people don't have the same access to the information that we do. So they probably found this stuff on a particular website and didn't bother to check and see whether or not this kind of stuff or these kind of antics worked. They just took it at face value. I mean, that's usually what happens, you know? That's par for the course. Other times, if they're a true believer, they won't care how many times they are arrested. Because as a true believer, they treat the arrest as simply a reinforcing element. In other words, them being arrested and doing this is just proof of the corruption, right? So they are so far gone into this ideology, this mindset, that the fact that they're getting arrested and the fact that their stuff isn't working is just simply proof of the corruption to them and not evidence that their beliefs are incorrect. So that's usually what it comes down to. Let me see here. Just real quick with the super chats. Wonder528, $5. This fool deserved what he got. I mean, yeah, the cops did everything they can. I mean, they asked him multiple times to provide his ID. He told them multiple times why he was stopped. He was clearly not
because they're afraid
intent on being cooperative.
Chief Arns.
So, and even with the chief of police there, he still was not planning on being cooperative at all. So I feel that the use of the non-lethal was justified in that instance, especially given their actions while he was rolling up the windows, etc., etc. So yeah, P Rhymes, $2. Thank you very much. Officer uses thunder shock. It's super effective. Yeah, again, getting tased does not tickle. I can tell you that much. And Taco Josh Gaming, $5. Thank you very much, Taco. While you were gone, I had to do a clip show for the board. Now I need to do it weekly. Already no more trips. It gives me more work. I had fun, but miss you. Thanks. I appreciate it, Taco. So, anyway, so we're gonna sandwich in Van Balion's latest that I haven't seen yet with this, where apparently an anti-masker ended up stabbing an Apple Store employee over the mask policy. So
this morning showing a violent confrontation inside a Manhattan Apple Store after a customer refused to wear a mask. It happened Friday in the meatpacking.
So this guy straight up punched the Apple Store employee. Security guard tries to break up the fight.
District, the customer was asked to wear a mask but refused. It can be seen here attacking a security guard. He then left the store but later came back, allegedly striking a female employee before stabbing the guard in the stomach and arm and slashing him on the head. The guard was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect fled the scene.
Yeah, that happened.
This morning showing after a customer refused to wear a mask. It happened Friday in the meatpacking district. The customer was asked to wear a mask but refused.
So he's digging into his pocket right there.
It can be seen here attacking
and I think that's where he has a knife.
A security guard.
Yeah, you saw it right there, right at that frame. I think that's probably the knife right there.
He then left the store but later came back, allegedly striking a female employee before stabbing the guard in the stomach and arm.
He leaves, then comes back and punches the female employee and then stabs the security guard,
slashing him on the head. The guard was
holy shit.
Taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect fled the scene.
Hello, everyone.
Hang on, CC Suarez.
Get your own if you want.
All right. After this, we're going to go back to Van Balion. Oh, I didn't realize that. Thank you, Jessa. Wait, I did not know that, P Rhymes. That sounds really messed up. So apparently these folks are at a protest, anti-mask protest. I've watched this before, and I have a lot of things to say about it. P Rhymes knows that I have a lot of things to say about it. But we're gonna pretend that this is in a vacuum, and that this protest is at a random street, random intersection.
Arcadia High School. You can get it your own. ArcadiaHighSchool.com.
Oh, and yes, Deacon is absolutely correct. The fact that this guy left the store and then came back to attack the worker and then the security guard, that's clear-cut evidence of premeditation. So if he's caught, he's looking at probably attempted murder on the aggravated assault on the female employee and attempted murder on the security guard.
Because they're afraid.
I'm not talking to you. It's not up here.
Yo, hold up. Why are you wearing that shirt? Wait, fuck China?
Fuck China.
Fuck China.
I'm a Chinese American.
Are you shitting me?
The Chinese government kills my grandparents. The communist government kills my grandparents.
CCP
for
is
stuff
not
like
going to be
this.
in America.
For stuff like this.
CCP will not be in America.
So fuck China.
CCP will not be in America.
China is asshole.
this is comedy.
This is Nazi Germany. This is Nazi Germany.
The Chinese Communist Party.
You can't force people to wear a
I'm
mask.
Chinese and black. So
You're Chinese
it's
and black.
basically fuck me and fuck my fucking family then.
No, the Chinese
That's a big
government.
assumption.
Damn,
Chinese
dude.
government.
Like,
Okay, so my first thought on this is that I initially gut reaction at this point was I'm actually taking the side of the man and the woman in the sense of it was clear, but from their verbiage that they were not saying fuck all Chinese people. They were saying fuck China, as in the CCP. So my gut reaction was to take their side and saying, why are you making that leap when it was clear in the context that they were referring to the Chinese government and not all Chinese people. With that said, I also asked myself, and I'm being real here. I mean, I assume that you guys want my honest take on some of these things, both as a person and as an attorney sometimes. I also had to ask myself the question of, you know, how would I feel if, you know, I saw a group of protesters out in a street corner and say, fuck Puerto Rico, right? I mean, if I saw that, I think my initial thing would be like, what the fuck are you what are you talking about? What do you mean by fuck Puerto Rico? And that's coming from somebody who I have a lot of fucking issues with the current state of Puerto Rico's government. Had it for a long time. I mean, there's a level, it's incompetency and corruption that goes on there that's I could go on for days about it. But I also feel like if I saw that in a similar situation where somebody said like fuck Puerto Rico, even I would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or what are you meaning? So I understand a little bit from where the guy's coming from, but I understand starting off that they are referring specifically to the Chinese government and not all Chinese. But let's continue.
that's my heritage. That's my background. So
It's the Chinese.
I honestly feel like they would have made the message a lot more clear if they said fuck the CCP, right? Which is the Chinese Communist Party, or you know, and that sort of thing. But again, let's continue.
Government.
that's totally
I'm not
insulting,
talking about
though.
the Chinese culture. I'm talking about the Chinese
So am I. So am I.
I'm sorry.
So am
I'm
I.
sorry you're so sensitive and butthurt.
Excuse you?
I'm sorry
Watch
you're
your
so
mouth. Don't
sensitive
talk to
and
me.
butthurt.
Stop talking to me.
Hey, look,
Stop talking to me. Stop
I'm a
talking to me.
Chinese American too. My whole family.
Calm down, bro.
My whole
Calm down,
family
bro.
is
Let me tell you
anti-China.
something.
My whole family is anti-Chinese government, not the people, the government. The communist government.
And I'm Cuban. So can I say fuck Castro? I'm Cuban. Can I say that? Does that make me say like I'm?
But you explicitly said fuck Castro though, not fuck Cuba, right? You said fuck Castro, which is the political head, right? Not fuck Cuba. I think that's a little bit of a distinction that you can make, right? Because Castro is the head of the Cuban government.
Hating my fucking heritage? I'm European. I'm Spanish European. And it's so-called Europeans enslaved black people, right? Should I say fuck them? I can say that, right? That doesn't mean I'm
Was, yes. No, his brother Raul Castro is currently in charge.
fucking hating my heritage. You got it all wrong, bro.
What are
We're
you
Americans.
interjecting for?
Bro, we're
Relax.
Americans. Hey, look, we're
Relax.
Americans.
There's no need for you to interject.
There's no need to wear a mask.
Wow. Okay.
My body, my choice.
No doubt. No doubt.
Your dog doesn't even want to be in that. Your dog doesn't even want to be in
People get the virus with the mask on already.
Yo, you're overly concerned with the wrong things.
It's been a year.
You're overly
The whole
concerned
point is to get
with my
herd
conversation.
immunity. Survival
You're
of
overly
the
concerned.
fittest. Darwinism. Survival of the fittest.
Dude.
And so now here is where Here's where they lose any sort of what do I say? Any sort of grounding that they had. I don't think that's the right word. Here's where they lose any sort of justification or for what they're doing. They're making this protest in front of an Asian supermarket. If this was really about being against the CCP, they would be doing this at the Chinese consulate, right? Not at an Asian supermarket. The supermarket is not part of the CCP. They probably import goods from China, but then so does every fucking retailer in the country. So why go to an Asian supermarket and not say the Chinese consulate, where it would be, your message would be far more clear that you are objecting to the Chinese government and not the entire Chinese nation. That's where I think that they lost it. They lost it there.
You're still supporting them. You're still backing Beijing Biden. Are you saying that?
Yes, she was there. She was killed. She was Biden.
She's a Nazi? That sucks.
No, she's a Jewish.
I'm not a Nazi.
She's a Jewish that was assaulted from people like you. People like you. You are Nazi. You are Nazi. People like you.
No, I am not down with CCP, as this guy is grabbing onto his junk, which is a asinine thing.
I have your video. People are looking. Look, people, look how disgusting. Look how disgusting people who wear masks are. Look how disgusting. He's the Nazi.
It's Nazi Germany.
Yes, it is. Thank you, man.
Thank you,
Look, you're wearing a mask and you're like, wait, you got
Fuck China. Fuck China.
What the fuck is this, B? Yo!
Meanwhile, I wish there was an Asian market nearby me. There used to be, but not anymore now that I've moved down here. Expensive as hell, though, but I mean, that's to be expected. Everything's fucking imported.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
Yo, this is the rhetoric of these people.
TNC, asshole is here. TNC, asshole is here.
He's not even saying anything. We're not wearing a mask.
Nobody touched me.
Guys, what's going on today? What are you guys' message today?
Fake news is here. Fake news.
China.
Yeah, you should get mine.
Fuck China.
What do you guys? Yeah.
Hey, why don't you get me because I'm a Chinese American saying fuck China?
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you get me because I'm a Chinese?
I just realized that she's wearing a fucking... She's wearing one of those fucking mass fake medical exemption lanyards. God damn it. It just hit me that she's wearing one of those fake lanyards from like the Freedom to Breathe agency.
Guys, message today.
This is in California, by the way, guys.
Here. Fake news.
The Hollywood Fix is out in California.
China.
Yeah, you should get mine.
Fuck China.
What do you guys? Yeah.
Hey, why don't you get me because I'm a Chinese American saying fuck China?
Yeah, you gonna dox?
Yeah, see? CD... I am CDC mask exempt. I am California something. Yeah. You guys can barely see it. I can barely read it too. It's like, I am something CDC mask exempt.
It goes against your narrative, right? It goes against your narrative if I say fuck China because I'm a Chinese American saying fuck China.
Okay, seriously, sweet. I'm gonna say something demeaning, but I'm not. But, lady, you are definitely trying very hard to chase clout, and you're making it way too fucking obvious. Settle down.
And I created this merch, so it goes against your narrative. So you're only showing the white guy wearing it, right?
What's you guys'
You're only
message
gonna show the
today?
white guy
Why is you showing her? You're only showing the white guy?
Fuck China.
Okay. And we're done. All right. We're gonna go to Van Balion's. Less political, more universal. Again, guys, please try not to pull to my mods. I love you guys, but you know, always be cognizant. Try not to pull the trigger on the timeouts unless, you know, they truly go overboard. Just be cognizant of that. I understand, you know, let's keep the politics to the minimum, but when it comes to these sorts of mass issues, and especially with the discussions going on, it can't be helped necessarily. But let's hold off on the timeouts unless it's something agreed. Horribly egregious. Okay. All right. That's it. Let's go for some
Today's video
sovereign
is another
citizens
sad
more.
but funny video from my archive. We covered his traffic stop a couple of years ago where he got himself arrested.
Four beers in, already catch up. JMC, this is 15.2%. Okay, settle down. I mean, I will gladly say fuck the CCP all day, every day. I mean, fuck the Chinese government. Yeah. I'm going to say that straight up. But I'm explicitly saying the Chinese government because of the shit they pull all the time. But, moving on.
Arrested with his wife and kids in the car. Well, fast forward 2 years and he's still pulling the sovereign citizen grift, along with other cowardly actions when police turn up at his home.
Wait, who the fuck just said they like pineapple on pizza? Y'all on thin ice right now.
Home with an arrest warrant for failure to appear in court. But instead of dealing with it like a grown man, he hides out upstairs and lets his wife deal with the police, while she continually lies about his whereabouts, until she realises, of course, that they're not going away without searching the house first. Right, let's get into the video.
You're goddamn right, I'm triggered.
What's up?
You know the guy on the... You know the police officer on the phone said that Dean could go to court by himself. So
Right, I'll get her to ring you back.
what's changed?
Right.
What's changed?
What's changed? Well, he's still in the house and hiding behind the curtains, it seems. So it looks like he had no intentions of honouring the agreement he made over the phone with the police an hour ago. Yes, he agreed to hand himself in over the phone an hour ago. But we'll get into that shortly.
Oh, wait, okay, so... Oh, by the way, here's a link to Van Balion's, by the way. Shout out to you, buddy, as always. So what he's saying is that he actually volunteered to surrender himself to the police over the phone some time ago. And so now that they're here to effectuate that, he's gotten cold feet again.
Wait, who rang me?
Now it's your last chance. You're going to open the door. Are you going to open the door? I've explained the power that we'll be using to enter the address.
And
No
you
take-backs.
understand that
Are you going to open the door?
you
Right,
understand.
regardless of that, I'm asking you a question. Are you going to open the door?
You scare me.
Right, there's two ways to do this. The easy way, you open the door, we arrest your husband, and it's dealt with amicably.
Amicably.
The second way is we use our powers to gain entry to the address that I've explained under Section 17 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act to enact a warrant.
Use our powers. Basically, we're gonna bust down the fucking door.
For your husband's arrest. Do so.
Well, good luck with that, because soft sits do not do easy or amicable. They get a kick out of making their lives and the lives of the people closest to them as difficult and uncomfortable as possible.
And why isn't he now allowed to go on his own to court?
Because there's a warrant out for his arrest for failing to appear.
But
He
that...
previously failed to appear at court.
Oh no, we turned up then. We turned up and they sent us home because I was with him. So what's your? Can I see that warrant?
Yes, you heard that correctly.
I have not,
the
RPF.
soft-sit
I have
hiding
not.
out of sight and coaching his wife from the shadows is telling her to ask the...
Yes, yes, Deacon. My understanding is he's already has a warrant, and Van Balion said that he had earlier said that he was going to turn himself in, and to come over to his place of residence. But now that they're here, he apparently has changed his mind.
Police to see the arrest warrant. What a piece of work this guy is.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's coaching his wife too. The whispers are there.
If you didn't hear that, that's Dean. He whispered to his wife that the police need a search warrant in order to enter his house. Of course, this isn't the case, as the officer has already mentioned Section 17 of PACE, the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, which allows a constable to enter and search any premises for the purposes of executing a warrant of arrest issued in connection with or arising out of criminal proceedings. But I'm not surprised he doesn't know this.
Okay, so that's interesting that Van Balion points this that in the under UK law, entry for the purposes of arrest, executing a warrant of issue arising of criminal proceedings, warrant issued under 76 of the Magistrates Court Act 1980. So in the United States, the arrest warrant, you do not need a search warrant to effectuate an arrest warrant if it's at the individual's house. If it's at somebody else's house, then the police in certain states, or I think even at the federal level, you do need a search warrant. You do need a search warrant to if you believe that the person you have an arrest warrant for is staying at this person's house, right? So you don't need again, summarize, in the United States, you don't need a search warrant to effectuate an arrest warrant, or in other words, you don't need a search warrant to enter somebody's house to arrest them on an arrest warrant if it's their own house or it's their primary place of residence. If you believe that they're at somebody else's house, then you do need a search warrant to effectuate that.
I'm gonna die then, mate. I'm gonna die, Hayes. Just wait for me.
The link has to be, there doesn't necessarily need to be a link, but more of, there's a compounding set of circumstances that can establish you as your primary place of residence. For example, on your driver's license, if you direct any mail that's intended to go to you to this address, those would be sufficient bits of evidence to establish that that's your primary place of residence, even if the house itself is owned by somebody else. You see what I'm saying?
Well, they're literally about to do it.
And Deacon is also correct, though, that that exception to the Fourth Amendment, the Fourth Amendment's search warrant rule, for allowing you to go into somebody's house to arrest them in their own house, it's only to effectuate the arrest. I think a case can be made that you can, if the cops find something else illicit while they're doing that, the case can be made to have that sort of evidence thrown out because it was not because the exception to the rule is simply to effectuate an arrest warrant and not a search, and is not to be used as a catch-all to effectuate a search warrant of the entire house. Yeah.
Now look, if you want to talk to me about legislation, and if you feel that strongly, you can take all your papers to court, and you can get legal counsel, and you can discuss.
Well, we've
law.
already wrote to the court.
Well,
We're waiting
right,
for a
but the law-
response.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath or pin your hopes on a response from the courts. They are not really into responding or encouraging people who file pseudo-legal nonsense.
At the end of the day, the police are servants to the courts. The courts have said there's a warrant out for his arrest. We will effect that. We're going to try and do that as nicely as we can.
But this says you can't.
But we're not that interested in any.
P. Rhyme says, also, Artie, it covers last known address in New Jersey. U.S. Marshals came to arrest my brother while search warrant for our apartment, even though my brother... Well, I mean, yes, that makes sense, though, in my opinion. Because oftentimes, most people don't... not everybody updates the feds or updates the government on your current primary residence. So, I think it's fairly legitimate and fairly reasonable that using your last known address would be covered under that exception, in my opinion.
Any of your legal debates. That's for you to present to the court.
I had a cat sitter.
This is about you because it could get you 14 years inside.
Well, that's fine. At the moment, we feel that we have the powers. We have the legal document that we're enacting. We're doing it in good faith. The courts have told us to do it. We're going to do it. If there's an issue with that, the courts can tell us, not you.
Wait, what did he say to say?
We feel...
Because it could get you 14 years inside.
Well, that's fine. At the moment, we feel that we have the powers. We have the legal document that we're enacting. We're doing it in good faith. The courts have told us to do it. We're going to do it. If there's an issue with that, the courts can tell us, not you.
Oh! There it is! There it is!
So you're aware.
Woo!
That this is causing a detriment.
No, I'm not admitting anything. The courts have told us there's a warrant for his arrest. We will effect that.
That this includes your duties.
My duties?
As a constable.
Yes, and I have a duty to the court.
But so your duty to court overrides your duty to the people.
I'm not having a political or legal debate with you. I'm going to act what the court tells me to do so.
Regardless of
if you want to discuss that issue, I will present you to the court, and I will give you the floor so you can discuss that with the magistrate, with the council, with judges, whoever you want to.
Well, that's if you can pry him out of his hiding place.
At the moment, I have a piece of paper which entitles me a power of arrest under that warrant. And that's all I really care about. I'm protected by that piece of paper that's been signed by a magistrate. They've given me orders to do something. You can wave pieces of paper at me and quote pieces of legislation till you're blue. At the end of the day, I have an order. I will enact that order. I will do so as fastidiously and as carefully as I can.
Or in other words, save it for the judge.
I'd like to do it without breaking any doors down. I'd like to do it without any complaint.
He's not welcome.
Okay, can I come in? I'm reasonable. In fact, the whole reason I phoned an hour ago is to prevent
I really appreciated that, but being panicked,
okay.
he had to have surgery.
Okay.
Oh, here we go with the ailments.
Yeah,
Why do these soft when backed into the cop?
Balion beat me to it.
Always have a back injury or
reconstructive surgery,
shoulder injury or leg injury,
hand injury. I have a bad wrist. I broke my arm 2 weeks ago. I had a bad ankle. I know I hate to say it, because you know it could very well be that some of these guys do have some injuries or something, but it happens every fucking time, every single time.
Or a recent operation that prevents them from, and only comes up when they're about to get arrested. They're as bad as First Amendment frauditors.
You know the alleged.
Can I come and talk to him? No, I can't. I'm not going to get into a legal debate on what he believes and what he doesn't believe. I don't care. I don't mean that rudely. But all I want is to get this sorted. The only real place to get this sorted is going to be the court. If he feels strong enough...
But unfortunately for him, and again, I apologize for pausing, the cop is absolutely right, but that's not how these sovereign citizens operate. These guys always want to play armchair lawyer. And then in the rare instances, they'll go to the court where the gurus know that they're going to lose. So they try their damnedest to make life difficult to the officers, to try and get the officers to just fucking throw their hands up and come back another day. I think that's honestly the main tactic here.
Enough about those legal pieces of information, take those pieces of paper with him, and he can argue that in court. We can't do it here through this window.
Wow, these soft-sits have no shame or decency. I think my wife would disown me, or at least tell me to grow up if I hid in a cupboard or a shed and left her to deal with it.
Because at the end of the day, we are officers of the court. It's an order, and if we don't follow it, we have broken an order, and we get into trouble.
Because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
The courts have said, go get him, bring him to me.
You're that... Yeah.
Okay? I know that's a bit naive, but we try and do that as gently and as nicely as we can.
Because y'all are the Brits. You guys always want to be top form, proper order, proper queue. No fuss, no muss. If I was the officer, I would also say, ma'am, I'm also going to tell you that we're not going to go away, right? You know, and I would just try to tell her that as well. Like, no amount of stalling or arguments is going to change the situation. We are not going to go away. So let us just get this over.
We're trying to do that nicely, and I can guarantee today we will. I have a van, okay, I will gently take him over there. He will be presented to the court first thing in the morning, okay? If he has a case...
Bangers and mash.
Bring all your pieces of paper, bring all your arguments, and present it at court.
Yeah, but I don't know when you're going or anything, do I?
I could tell you he'll be presented to Newport magistrates tomorrow morning, as soon as they open.
What, in Isle of Wight?
Yeah. Now, it may well be...
Can we go to Isle of Wight court? It doesn't have to be Portsmouth or Southampton.
I can't guarantee that, but he will be presented probably there initially.
Well,
They will then decide whether they can deal with it there. If they say they can't, there's a possibility he may have to go to the mainland.
Oh, wait, we're in the Isle of Wight? Oh, wait, where are we? Oh, it is a small island off the coast of England, isn't it? Oh. Well, I'll be damned. Oh. It's off the North Shore, or South Shore. I didn't know that.
But that means that he'd be detained.
I thought it was on the eastern coast.
What I mean
excuse me, the western coast.
If he gets presented at Isle of Wight court, then they said that they can't deal with it there. They'd have to take him to
No, it's not Yardum.
Further.
P rhymes.
Now, the whole purpose of me phoning up an hour ago
To avoid this.
Was to avoid this. And if he turns up at Newport custody or at the courts themselves and say, "Hello, you after me? How can I help?" He may have been dealt with, kept for an hour.
What happened? What?
He may have only been. They may have sorted it all out in an hour.
Oh, I thought he said forever.
Yeah, for 1 hour.
Yeah, take him away forever. I think that's her subconscious talking to her there. But yes, you heard that correctly. This cop called him and gave him an hour to turn up at Newport police station, where this could have been wrapped up in an hour. But what does he do instead? He hides away and lets his wife deal with all his crap.
You see what I mean? It might have only taken an hour.
Husband of the year right there.
Or two. But what I'm trying to do, okay, is I'm trying to minimise the impact.
I did not know that, Julie.
I know that if you've told me he's had surgery, the last thing I want to do is hurt him.
Do you know why he's had surgery?
No, I do not.
He, on the alleged assault,
Okay.
I was there so I know, okay? He was beaten up. He went into court
Okay.
because of this,
all
yeah?
that-
No.
Sorry, go on.
He was beaten up in court by the court security staff.
Well, I wasn't there either.
No, I know, but that's why he's scared.
There was a court.
Well, maybe if he didn't fight with cops.
And I did see, and I have seen this video, and it's kind of, no, it's not kind of, it is actually pretty sad, because he resists arrest, and the officers actually have to get pretty rough with him in front of his wife and children. And, it's sad. Really sad. But it's of his own doing. Let's put it that way.
On the side of the road and in courtrooms, he wouldn't get hurt or end up scared. Treat people as you would like to be treated yourself is the best advice I ever got.
There's a court case to sort all that out, and he didn't attend.
But we didn't know about it.
Okay. So let's tidy this up gracefully and calmly, okay? I'll hold my guys back who have every power in law to bash your door down and drag him out, okay? That's option one. And if eventually we'll get tired and we'll think, well, I'd like to go home in a few hours, and we'll do that, okay? But option two, what I'm trying to do is, can I talk to him? Can I, with assurances that
I'm not sure where he is at the moment. I'm not sure where he is at the moment.
That's lie number one. We know he's hiding in the house somewhere because we've all heard him coaching his wife.
You let us in and just check he's not here. And then
Possibly.
Will you let me come in? Just me?
Possibly.
Okay. Is he? Because last time he was hiding in his shed at the back, wasn't he?
I was good. At first, I was going to say this cop is being a little bit too nice. But, I mean, you can't necessarily be too nice. But he dropped that on her real hard. We know he's in here, ma'am. He's being nice, but he's like, at the same time, we also know that he's here and this is going to happen, whether you like it or not.
No.
Is he? Because last time he was hiding in his shed at the back, wasn't he?
No.
As you can see, this is a common occurrence with Dean. He's not very good at hiding from police. It wouldn't surprise
This ain't our first rodeo, ma'am.
me if his new hiding place was under his bed. The police will never think of looking for him there.
Other officers told me that there was a...
Hey, look, when I was in trouble with my parents, I would hide underneath the bed.
At the back, but no, he came out.
But if he's not here, then we'll go. And we'll get him another day. Would you let me in and just check?
Can I get him to Isle of Wight Court tomorrow?
No.
Is he here?
No.
And there's line number two.
That was the weakest no I've heard yet. No.
Oh.
Okay. Are you who's this person?
This is my son.
Hello. Hello.
You're right.
Whoever your name
And
is.
the other one just walked through is my other son.
Okay. We believe him to be here because of the phone conversation we had with him earlier.
Yeah, he was here.
There's line number three.
He was here.
Okay. And the fact that you won't let us in, I know gives us suspicion.
Well, no,
Okay.
because we
No,
rang
you're
the
untrusting of the
we
police.
rang the police for help
Okay.
when he got attacked in court, and they came. Well, they refused to come for us, but when the court rang them, they came, and they, without
I don't know
establishing the facts,
circumstances.
they
This
went.
is the first time I've met you. Sorry, what's your name? I don't know.
Hazel.
Hazel, my name's Nick. Okay,
Hi,
let's
Nick.
try and keep it low-level conversation. I'm trying to help you. He's on the phone. He had a right raw rant about all legal stuff I cannot comment on.
He panicked.
Okay, he panicked.
That's hilarious. His wife actually refers to his pseudo-legal ramblings as panicking.
That's a dead giveaway. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she is giving false statements to the police because she's, as we can see, she's lying. I don't think they could put harboring a fugitive. I mean, theoretically maybe, but I think that may be a bit extreme.
I forgot how funny this video is.
Panic. I get that. Okay, but what's the best way? What do you suggest? How can we untangle this?
I would like to have the chance to get him to Isle of Wight Court in the morning.
Okay.
Obviously, if there's a warrant out, there's a warrant out, isn't there? It's not going to go away.
Well, if he's not here, as you describe, and you walk me in the rooms, and he's not hiding in any cupboards or anything like that.
Well, I guessed under the bed, but the cupboard is just a stupider place to hide from the police as that.
Okay. Then I can't affect that warrant, and you will have your chance.
I think the problem that she's having here is that he's not going away. I think he's trying his best to get her to open the door without him busting the door open and messing up property. He's trying his best to, like, please just let us in without us having to bust the door open.
Okay. You can come in.
I can come in. Okay.
Can the others stay out?
I will ask them to, yeah.
I don't want him anywhere near. He doesn't even come past the gate because I don't like him.
Okay, Hazel.
What? Cause he has the fucking strength to put your husband down if need be.
I can't. If I'm in distress, he will come in. I promise you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, at least, for God's sake.
So
If you're in distress, we'll let you out. Yeah?
Okay, I'll just have to give you that heads up. I will ask him to remain there.
Exactly, Julie.
And trust me to go around.
That's what I thought so too. Is that the police would probably have to foot the bill for busting the door down.
You, Hazel. Is he? I'm gonna
Practical
In
reasons.
the building.
No, it's not in the
If I
building.
find him.
And that's lie number 4.
Building.
What'd she say?
I'm trusting you, Hazel. Is he? I'm going to ask you one last time. Is he in the building?
No, it's not in the
If I
building.
find him.
And that's lie number 4.
If I find him. Okay. And you've told me he's not. Okay. I will feel that you're ambushing me, and I won't be very pleased about that.
Okay, so now right there, he is saying, this is for the 4th time, if you're saying that you said he's not here and he is here, we're probably going to have an issue. So there he's telling her, you might get in trouble as a result of you telling for the 4th time that he's not here, but then I find him in here.
Trying to keep things as calm as
And
possible.
so am I. That's
So
exactly
we're
what I'm
same goal, yeah?
We have the same goal, exactly.
I'm upset though that they don't follow any other legislation. I thought any of you, the police, I thought you were there for the people, not just the courts.
We're not political. We just do as we're told. The courts are for the people.
But the Nuremberg Code says don't
you can
just follow in orders.
Oh my fucking god, the Nuremberg codes. Why can't I escape the fucking references to Nuremberg?
Come on, that was an ignorant statement to make. The police doing their job in a democratic society has nothing to do with what happened in Germany.
I agree with Van Balion. It's really, really, really fucking cheapening what's happening. What happened then to constantly cite, you're just following orders. It's really getting on my fucking nerves, and it really cheapens, you know, the gravity of what happened there. Okay, right on, Deacon. We were, I already said it at the beginning, we weren't playing for stakes this time around because the bingo was kind of random. But, all right, GG's to Jacob. Gonna close that up then.
In the 1930s and 40s.
You can discuss all of those issues at court to your heart's content. You can poll your MP, you can do everything. At the end of the day, I do as I'm told. I'm a little foot soldier in the big scheme.
My
of the
English accent is trash, by
my
the way.
supervisors can tell me what to do, the courts can tell me.
Well, I apologize to my viewers across the pond.
And them knowing their job. Okay? If you have an issue with that at a kind of like a strategic level, then you're a bit above me, my pay grade, and what you need to do is you need to talk to either your MP or legal counsel. There's ombudsman, there's all sorts of legal people that are great and good and know this like the back of my hand. Okay?
Well said. I do not think I could have put that any better.
Okay. My sergeant's coming, so can I go to him with a proposal? My sergeant is a lovely man.
I haven't got good experience with sergeants.
He's one of the nice guys.
We've made police complaints before, and sergeants seem to get
What's this guy's rank actually?
excluded.
He seems to be a veteran. I thought he was like probably a captain or a lieutenant or something like that.
From it. I don't want any more people here.
Okay. Can I just introduce you to my sergeant though, seriously? This is my sergeant.
He looks really happy.
Well, yeah, the police have more important things they could be doing instead of pussyfooting around with a cowardly sovereign citizen hiding behind his wife.
Sarge, the location he's got here, from traffic to me going on the road, he doesn't like this gentleman here.
No, him over him.
Or him, okay. But what she'd like me to do is she will walk me around the premise to security he's not here. And she has given an assurance that she will present him to the court tomorrow morning, even though he's not here. Are you happy with that? No. Okay, but there are two young men in here as well. Okay. I just have to get authorization from most. As I'm a little foot soldier, as I've described.
Because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
You see, I've had approval. Are you okay to let me in?
Yeah.
Okay, just me.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
It's fine. If it's the Isle of Wight court, yeah.
Okay. The one thing I will have to ask is just to leave the door ajar. They won't come in, but just in case I get into any distress, they want to get...
Oh, normal police constable?
Sure. I can only cross that threshold with your permission, or I use a power. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me. He just says, I can either have your consent to enter the premises, or I can use the lawful powers that are vested with this arrest warrant.
Okay.
Now, why doesn't that surprise me?
Legally, to effect a warrant, I can cross the threshold. Okay.
Yes, he can.
But you're inviting me in.
Show me the warrant.
We don't have to be fair. Okay.
To be fair, we don't need your consent, ma'am. We're just trying to ask so that we don't have
Because
to
they're
break
afraid
shit.
of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
Yeah, but I can't do that within the hour.
Do me a favour, Rope.
I can give you the warrant reference number, and you can take that to court.
Yeah, if you just say it, just
Well, I think it's more of a sense of not just to break down the door, but also, ma'am, we would prefer not to put hands on if you are going to block the doorway, right? So we would prefer that you give us consent, thereby stepping out of the way so we can do our job. And we would prefer, in other words, we would prefer not to put our hands on you if you intend to block our entry, either through the door or through your person.
Get a pen and paper, Corey.
These stalling techniques are not going to work. All you are doing is delaying the inevitable.
Pen and paper.
Have you got a pen?
Hold on. Pen, Corey, there on the table.
What happens if we go to Isle of Wight Court to
What
deal
you
with
paper?
it?
What you need to do?
The pen and paper.
So what he has to do is he has to turn up at Newport Police Station, okay? Basically go to the front desk and say there's a warrant out for me, and the warrant reference number is, my chap's
What is it?
write it?
WAR.
Pardon?
WAR.
WAR.
2000. That's 3 zeros.
Yep.
151.
Yep.
55.
Yep.
Okay, so what he needs to do, so that he's recording so you can remember
what
that.
would happen
With that
then?
reference number, turn up at Newport Police Station.
Yeah.
Okay, say, I think there's a warrant out for my husband.
That is a Batman doormat.
Or if he turns up, there may be a warrant out for me.
Right.
Via custody, he'll be booked in. But it's kind of like a, hello, here's a, just
You don't check his fingerprints and
yeah,
things.
well, no, they just ask a few questions like his health and, you know, is he fit to be detained? Is he bleeding everywhere? Should we be calling an ambulance? Do you see, you know, some basic questions like that.
Right.
Then they phone up the magistrates' court, which is literally across the road, up, you know where County Hall is, by the side there. They phone them up and say, can we bring them over? And they may say yes, 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that, but typically pretty quickly. Then he's presented to courts. If you like, there's another little cell block in the courts. Okay, so he'll be put in one of those, and maybe he'll have another 20, 30 minute wait. And then he's presented to the court, and all the court papers in this will be looked at by the magistrate in the court, and then they decide what to do.
I can tell you exactly what the magistrate will do. He will take one look at the first page, then ask the court clerk where the nearest paper shredder is.
I'm trying to get as much information as you before you come in, because when you've seen it's not here, you say, and then I won't be able to get any information.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So basically, do you understand that? With that reference number, turn up at Newport, say, I think there's a warrant out for me. That will make him look good, the fact that we have...
What do you mean by, I'm not sure what you mean, Deacon, either at the house or while he's being checked out at the arrest. The way I understood it, to surmise what the constable said, when he comes to the station, they'll ask him a couple questions and they'll do a general like check down of, you know, whether, you know, is he bleeding profusely? Is he beat up? Is he in a state in which he is able to go through the motions of arraignment, or at least the the UK's arraignment? So if not, that they look at, holy shit, this dude's fucking got an arm broken, then of course at the station they're gonna call an ambulance and say, hey, this guy needs to be checked out first. He's in no position. He's in no position to be arraigned yet because he's bleeding out of his jugular. You know what I mean? That's how I understood what the constable said. If he comes to the station of his own volition on an arrest warrant, from there, then they'll say, okay, he's checked out. He's good to go. Are you ready to see him? And they're asking that of the magistrate, which he said was across the street. Magistrate will say, yes, we're ready to see him. And then from there, that sounds like what he's getting would be his first appearance and or arraignment. And from there, the judge will check out the warrant, check out the for probable cause, and then move forward from there.
Haven't had to bash doors down and everything else, okay? And say there's a warrant out for me. I've come to tidy all this up because it's turned into a bit of a mess. They'll like that. Newport custody will send him over to the magistrates court at the next available slot with the magistrates, because they have a timetable. It gets sorted, however that may be. Yeah? You okay?
No, but...
Oh my fucking god.
Hang on.
Look, I get it that the average individual, American, UK, or otherwise, may not know the minutia of fucking procedure, but goddamn, the constable said it fairly clearly to me. I thought it was fairly clear what he just described, but apparently not. Fuck.
Okay. So I'm recording too. Sorry, your name?
Reese.
Hello, sir. Okay. Well, you walk me around. It's clearly not in here.
A few minutes later.
And there he is.
I'm not giving orders to anybody, sir. You promised me that you'd look at my paperwork. So you're going to be honourable and look at... You give me your word up there that you'd look at my paperwork.
Well, your wife gave the cop her word that you weren't in the house. But here you are.
Okay? You gave me your word that you'd look after me. You can bring that to court. And you said you don't... You said... Are you going to dishonour yourself now, sir? Stop arguing. I'm not arguing.
I know, they can't stand Andy statements, and he's got his fucking binder full of fucking paperwork.
You are not in any position to call
Complete
out
with
anyone
Adidas.
for their honour when you are the one hiding upstairs, under a bed, or in a cupboard, or whatever terrible hiding place you were in this time.
Complete with Adidas sweats. Yep, he was in the house the whole time, because of course he was.
You're here.
As I said,
Unlawfully.
No, I disagree.
You disagree, dear. Well, do you want to check this out, mate, please?
Really, no.
Why not?
Because...
Well, do you want to check that? Because that's your constable there.
I'm not.
Notice the principal. Notice your agent.
I'll be honest with you. I am not interested. I am doing my own.
Yes, let me point you to that.
Okay, quiet. Come on, let's get you in the van now.
If it wasn't bad enough that he was caught hiding in his own house, he has to continue to stall and prolong the agony for his family. Unbelievable.
You see, can I see the warrant, sir, please?
Yes, you can. He's got a warrant number.
No, I want to see the signed warrant by a judge.
When you
No.
You told me that...
Oh god, he's asking for the wet ink signature.
Are you still live streaming this?
Yeah.
Come in, mate. No need to pull me, mate. Can I just sort my wallet out, yeah? Because he's got all my bits and bobs in it. Sir, please.
It's being calm.
Please, sir.
Please?
You're delaying things.
I'm not delaying things, sir. I'm showing you my paperwork. Where, you know,
I've been through with them, baby. So
All that can come with you. You can bring it all, and you can discuss it at court at length.
okay.
They're not...
Well, on my own recognition, sir.
You
right?
can quote who you like, sir. At the moment, you're going to court, and you can...
I'm not saying I'm not. I didn't say on the phone, sir. Hey, on my own recognitions, mate, yeah, I will be at court tomorrow, on my word.
That's right.
And at that point, mate, you should release me.
You never will know.
Yeah, I think we're all past the whole I'll make my own way to court narrative you like to
Yeah, bullshit.
spin, where you shove your head in the sand and hope for the best. Unfortunately, we didn't see the cuffs go on, but I think we've all seen enough of this sorry saga. Thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it, and thank you all to my patrons for your continued support. Take care, and I will catch you in the next one.
Thanks, Van Balion. Shout out to you. I just in case I don't have it in there, here's a link to the OG video. Guys, check him out. You guys know damn well that Van Balion always gets this shit before any of us do, most of the time. So please, if you haven't subbed to Van Balion, you need to sub to Van Balion if you want the absolute latest in Solve Sit BS. So this was on my channel It's a compilation of a lot of like some of the older school soft sit videos that we've seen. I only skipped to this one because this is actually one of my favorites. Okay, shut up, Jassa. I don't care if I'm not your real dad. Sub to Van Balion. So this is one of my favorite ones. I like this one. This is in Colorado for a traffic incident, and this is out of a hearing officer.
What's your name? My name is Stephen. I'm here under common law jurisdiction, exercising my rights.
Excuse me, sir. Let's get something straight. We're not here under common law. We're under here a statutory provision. That's all I can hear.
Is this Admiralty law, sir?
This is not Admiralty law.
This is the state of Colorado, so we're not under Admiralty law.
What courtroom are we in? Is this a courtroom?
This is a hearing.
Are you a lawful judge? Are you a lawful judge?
Administrative hearing officer, employed, not employed, but contracted with D470. Please be seated. Are you Stephen Johnson?
I am the authorized representative.
Are you an attorney? Either you're Stephen Johnson or we're not having a hearing, sir.
I'm the authorized representative.
There's no such a thing as an authorized representative.
There is such a thing as an authorized representative, but it only involves financial commercial transactions, which is not what this is fucking about. This is a goddamn traffic situation. Okay.
Either you're Mr. Johnson or you're not.
I'm not Mr. Johnson. I'm here as an authorized representative of the legal entity, Mr. Johnson.
Are you an attorney?
I don't have to answer that question.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Am I obligated?
Unless you answer that question, I'm not conducting a hearing.
I'm here in honor, sir. Trying to stay in honor.
Either you're Mr. Johnson or you're not Mr. Johnson. If you're not Mr. Johnson,
I am the legal.
you can't be a legal representative.
Yes,
of
I
Mr.
can.
Johnson.
I'm the authorized representative.
The only time, let me put it to you this way, where a legitimate authorized representative can happen here. You can use it in the context of an attorney and an attorney-client representation, an attorney-client situation. It's not common, but it's also correct. An attorney, as an attorney, I can be the authorized representative of my client. Not normally used that way, because normally I hear that more of in a commercial or a financial context rather than a strictly legal one. So, for example, the operation of my channel, I were to create an LLC out of my channel, right? I can hold myself as the authorized representative of Artie's Corporate Fiction LLC. That's where you normally hear authorized representative. You're the agent or the authorized representative of Artie's Corporate Fiction LLC. Not in a goddamn traffic citation.
Of the legal entity, which was.
Is a person, Mr. Johnson?
I am a living being. The Mr. Johnson is a corporation. I'm not a corporation, sir. I'm a living being.
And so is Mr. Johnson.
No, sir.
Well, since Mr. Johnson doesn't appear, I'm going to enter defaults in this case.
No, I am here.
Whoa, no! Don't register default. I'm here. But I thought you said you weren't here.
I am here as an authorized representative and in honor of that legal entity. You can't. I'm here trying to resolve the matter, sir.
Oh, by the way,
are you a lawful judge? You're not here to.
I'm going to show this to you.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to clarify.
Let me
That's all.
I'm going to start this here. And then we'll get to...
Looky what I got. The funny part is, I think I ordered this when I was drunk as shit, but I don't care because it was worth it. It's a goddamn Ghost of Tsushima water bottle, complete with a bamboo wood cap. Fucking awesome! I love it. It satisfies my inner weeb.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard McMahon.
I love it. Damn it.
I am an independent hearing officer who will conduct your hearing this afternoon. We're here today for hearing concerning alleged violence.
And the bottom is like actually rubber, so it's actually got decent friction on it too. I love it.
470 Public Highway Authority.
I could.
I want to explain what we're going to do this afternoon. First, you need to know that you may not.
Fine. You motherfuckers want Archer and Winston. I'm gonna find Archer and Winston. You motherfuckers.
You understand that?
Fine.
Sir.
Because that's what y'all are really here for, is the cats. It's not me.
Court.
Never gonna be me. Damn it.
I have the right to.
You don't have any right to do anything about recording.
I have a constitutional right, do I not? Does the Constitution does not apply in this courtroom? Is that what you're saying?
Sir, I'm just telling you, you can't video record this thing. So if you have anything that's recording this hearing, turn it off at this point. Do you understand that?
I believe I'm exercising my rights, sir.
You don't have a right to record this hearing. Do you understand?
No, sir.
Second, you need to know that I have no authority to suspend or modify any proposed toll, fee, cost, or penalty. Do you understand that?
I'd like to exercise my right to remain silent.
This is not a criminal proceeding. You do not have that right.
I don't have any rights.
Right to be represented at this hearing by an attorney. You're Mr. Johnson. That's what you have a right. If you're not an attorney, you can't represent him. You recording this?
I'm sorry?
Are you recording this?
No, I just have the right to exercise my rights. Do I not, sir?
You have all the rights that you have as a citizen of the United States.
If I was a citizen, I'm a natural person, not a citizen. That's a 14th Amendment created entity used. Are you familiar with Black's Law, sir? Are you here
I'm
on...
not familiar with all the laws, sir. If you are not Mr. Johnson, we're not going to have a hearing. I'm just going to enter the
I'm the authorized representative of that.
You are not an authorized representative, sir. Unless you want to comply with the terms and conditions I set forth here, we're not going to have a hearing.
Well, I'm here in honor as the authorized representative of the legal entity, Stephen Eugene Johnson. There is no Mr. If you put Mr. in front of
I thought his name was David.
Anything in accordance to Black's Law Dictionary, it is a corporation. Mr. Johnson, Stephen E. Johnson is a corporation.
Oh, yeah?
Stephen Eugene Johnson in all capital letters is a corporation. Anything in all capital letters is a corporation.
Grande.
I'm just explaining the law, sir. I thought you knew it.
Oh, really?
I'll explain the law to you.
Okay.
You're not a lawyer, so I don't accept anything that you say.
I'm going to explain the law to you. You're not a lawyer, so I'm not going to accept anything that you say. Let's hear that again. Let's hear it again.
You knew it.
I reject that. I'll explain the law to you.
Okay.
You're not a lawyer, so I don't accept anything that you say. Now, unless you admit...
Oh, that's right. It is kind of low. Hold on. Let me boost the gain here a second.
I
thought you knew it.
I reject that. I'll explain the law to you.
Okay.
You're not a lawyer, so I don't accept anything that you say. Now, unless you admit to being Stephen E. Johnson, we're not having this.
I do not do such. I am the legal entity. My name is Stephen.
Fails to appear.
Failure to appear.
My name is Stephen of the Johnson family. I am not the corporation. I'm not going to enter myself into joinder. No, sir.
You can do whatever you want, but I'm going to enter a judgment against you, which can be enforced in the courts of the state of Colorado.
Well, I guess you're going to have to do that.
Hearings include
then I can get to the right courtroom.
The court will render a default judgment on all of the violations since Mr. Johnson
I'm here,
does not appear.
Stephen Johnson,
You say you're a representative of Mr. Johnson.
of the legal entity, that's right.
Nope, no good dash cam footage.
Default judgment, I'll be in court. When do I go?
I mean, you know, good dash cam footage isn't gonna happen. It's all about, you know, it's gonna be mundane stuff.
Do I know? Am I going to be notified?
What's up, Juan?
County court in which the various tolls were.
It has gone out of style, Kit.
What county is this? Is this state or is this?
And these are in Douglas, Adam, and Arapahoe County.
They're in 3 different counties.
Okay.
You can appeal it within 30 days of today's case closed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Imagine me, the prosecutor, not having to do a goddamn thing.
Free to go. Now I got a court hearing, or lawful.
I made it very clear in my letter to Judge Seal that I intended no harm for anyone, but I will hold him accountable. He is in violation and not in compliance with 46-13-104, and I, as a means of civil disobedience, I refuse to pay the fees on that disorderly conduct because he refused to present to the court an answer to a pretrial motion, which he is required to do by the legislature. I've asked to 104, and I, as a means of civil disobedience, I refuse to pay the fees on that disorderly conduct because he refused to present to the court an answer to a pretrial motion, which he is required to do by the legislature. I've asked nicely.
I've read that in your filing, sir, and I understand that. But on this hearing, what will
We're at an arraignment, sir.
happen is that everything that we're talking about in reference to this case will be handled up into the district court.
we just sorry about that, Mike. I feel like I've gone over that case so many times because it's such a classic with Mr. Christopher Johnson of the Johnson family.
This is just a cursory hearing. It's your initial appearance. Well, it's not your initial appearance. It's just an arraignment and let you know what the charges are against you. And then you'll actually have your formal hearing in the district court where this matter will be heard. I'm a court in limited jurisdiction.
Hey, shut up, Kit.
Limited on what I can do.
But let's put it this way. Mike, you're going to get more views than I am because you know how to YouTube better than I. So I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to appeal to the court regarding the amount of bond. I've been a longtime member of this community. I'm actually the head usher for the Bozeman Symphony. Have been for several years. Yesterday, I was the man who called the Belgrade Police Department not once, not twice, but 3 times regarding a 5-year-old little girl who's walking southbound on Jackrabbit Lane after school and looking around because apparently she probably missed her bus. I'm the guy who called the police. I'm the guy who called the Belgrade Schools Transportation Department to let them know which bus it was that we ended up getting her on. I'm not a person who's looking for trouble. I'm not a person who is trying to cause trouble. My only goal is to hold Carl Paul Seal accountable for failing to comply with the law. He is a judge and he is required, and I might add that one of the other municipal judges here in Bozeman, Judge Colleen Harrington, assured me in another hearing that Judge Carl Seal would present that document to the court.
When we get to the next pause, I'll have to break it down to you guys. But let's continue on with this guy's BS. Right now, he's trying to make his case for bond and or bail. That's why he's citing his accomplishments, his community involvement, etc.
And he never has. I've appealed it to the Montana Supreme Court. The Montana Supreme Court ignored it because he and Justice Jim Rice are old friends. This is a political witch hunt is what it is, Judge. This is not, I have made no physical threats. I am no physical threat. I want to hold Judge Carl Seal accountable. However, wherever this kicking his door business comes from, Judge, that is news to me. I have never spoken to anyone like that.
And I appreciate that, sir. And these are just alleged offenses. And what will happen is the case while it goes upstairs, all that'll be ferreted out, but I can't do that here. It's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, but guys, the reason why he's in here is he is on an arraignment for allegedly threatening a judge. That's what he's here for.
No,
but I understand, and I'm sure the parents of, hold on, I'm sure the parents of that 5-year-old girl are very appreciative, as the community in Belgrade probably was. Okay, so what I'm saying is that, and I understand that the $50,000, you know, people understand, you know, what is that going to do to ensure the safety of the community and those types of things. But what it's to do is to ensure that everybody abides by the conditions that are set, and a monetary figure always is something in our minds that we think about. Now, what you're talking about
no, of course not.
Getting a hearing, you will have that in the district court. Well, bond will be readdressed there.
This afternoon, Your Honor?
No, it won't be this afternoon. I'm not sure. Miss Kramer in the public defender's office will assign you an attorney. They'll file the appropriate paperwork after meeting with you.
Well, Your Honor, I'm sure you must have read the letter that I delivered to Carl Seal.
I only have the complaint, sir, which would be the same thing that you...
Because he's an arraignment judge. He's not the presiding judge of your case. He's an arraignment judge. You're most likely going to get a different judge in your current case. So, of course, he's not going to have the entire file in front of him. He's going to have the complaint.
You would have received with the warrant.
Because
that's what I'm saying. Is like I'm saying, I have limited information, and that's why we're going to go the way that we are. All the information will come out upstairs, but I have limited information. I only have what's in the complaint because this is just a preliminary process to get your case into the right court.
Okay, Your Honor, but I do want to object to something by the state's attorney today.
Yes.
He brought up the document that I submitted to the Montana Supreme Court. He didn't read the full part of the document. It's taken out of context. But more importantly...
Wait, he submitted something to the Montana Supreme Court too?
His comments, forgive me, let me catch my train of thought. I object to its inclusion in the record whatsoever because under...
Which is, again, not what you do at an arraignment.
Sheriff Dan Springer and I discussed that specific document and this specific case 2 years ago, and he approved my concealed weapons permit at the time, which was revoked from me by Sheriff Gutkin after Madison Mattioli in the Attorney General's office.
This guy keeps on fucking dropping names. Now we're talking about a concealed weapons permit? What does that have to do with anything right now at an arraignment?
Filed a complaint against me with that document a full month after I filed a complaint on her for lying to the tribunal. A full month after I filed that complaint to the Office of Disciplinary...
No, Deacon, discovery happens pre-trial. But we're not even there yet. We're simply at an initial appearance at an arraignment. At an arraignment, you say whether you're going to plead guilty, not guilty, whether you're going to have an attorney or not, and to set aside a time and date for those pretrial motions for discovery, evidentiary hearings, and so on. All that happens after this, but before trial. We are still way too early to be talking about that right now.
Counsel, Judge, this is a political witch hunt, and I'm being. Here's the last request that I will have of you, Judge, because I've already commented to the sheriff's deputies or the jailers here at the Gallatin Law and Justice Center. I have made the commitment. In fact, I even said the same thing to several people, several civilians, including Jane Hodges of Bozeman Opera. That I have, if I'm to be in jail on this because I'm trying to hold Carl Steele accountable to do his job as the legislature has required him to do, then I will commit.
I know, he's just grandstanding at this point.
To be on a hunger strike, and in 2 weeks I will be in the hospital.
And now he's claiming that he's going on a hunger strike.
A faint, gaunt, skeleton of a human being for the world to see, because this is a political witch hunt, because Carl Seal sought to find, he has personal knowledge that I did not commit the crime of disorderly conduct on November 23rd, 2013, and he went out of his way to make sure a 21-year veteran police officer witness could not testify. I am not guilty to the moon and back, Judge, and I will be in the hospital in 2 weeks because I am refusing food from this day forward, and I'm asking the people of Montana to contact Bozeman Municipal Court, to contact Marty Lambert's office, to contact Sheriff Gutkin, and demand answers for government accountability.
Thank you. And like I said, you will.
Thank you.
Don't disrupt the court back there. All right? Clapping in the courtroom is not okay. Okay. I've heard you now, Mr. King, and I appreciate you. I've heard you. Okay?
Now you have more information, Your Honor, so how
well,
does
that'll be the next
evidence before you change your opinion?
No.
No, because this is a fucking arraignment.
So,
up my audio.
Thank you, Your Honor. And thank you to the people of Montana for helping me and
Paulie Richards,
bring out this injustice.
Whoever that is.
Oh God, this one! All right, now we're in Canada. But guys, we are now in Canada. Let me see if I can raise the volume a bit.
The officers may find out that they're satisfied with you. That's up to them. Well,
Okay, this video actually started a bit later because they do actually have a back and forth based on what's going on here. But the guy's already said I have an to give you the cliff notes. The soft sit says, I don't like this paperwork because it has my name in all caps and I want it fixed. Judge says there's no fucking difference between it. So no, we're not going to do that. There's no legal significance between all caps and caps and lowercase. And then he says, oh, well, I'm not going to identify myself as that person or that entity in all caps. And the judge is like, okay, well, if that's going to happen, then I'm going to have a failure to appear and issue a warrant for the arrest. And as he just said, if the police determine that that's you, then we're gonna go from there.
they'll be able to do certain things, so you're done. If you want to be reasonable and change your mind, I'll see you again, sir.
And of course, as expected, the cops are like, this is the guy. We're going to arrest him right outside the courtroom.
What are you doing? You can leave.
Don't put your hands on me.
No, you
Don't
can
put
leave.
your hands on me.
I'm not.
Don't put your hands on me.
Leave.
No, I'm allowed to videotape.
No, you can't
yes,
be
I
here.
am.
No,
Don't put
you
your
can't
hands
be
on
here.
me. You can't touch
You need
me.
to
You
leave.
can't touch my
I'm not
property.
touching you.
Okay, so
So
I'm
leave.
allowed to
Leave
record.
now.
I'm not going to leave.
Leave. Leave.
We'll be calling the SMP, so
Thank you.
I'm starting to feel unsafe.
Leave.
She's in my bubble. I'm feeling.
She's in my bubble. I know, it looks like a hotel, but I believe this is a courthouse or courtroom.
I'm safe right now. I'm in duress right now. You're in my bubble. You need to step away.
Nope.
No, you need to step away. You're in my bubble.
You need to leave.
I don't need to leave.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Give me 3 good reasons on why I need to leave.
I need to see some identification.
No, you don't need to see identification.
Would you like to be arrested?
Why are you arresting me?
You need to leave.
Leave.
Why are you arresting
You
me?
need to leave now.
There's no reason why you need to
Because
arrest
you're
me.
not
and there's
giving
no
me
reason why I need to
identification.
leave.
You
I don't
need to
need to
leave.
give you identification.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Would you like to be arrested under obstruction?
Why am I being arrested?
Leave.
Why am I being arrested?
Leave.
If you can't give me a reason on why I'm being arrested,
to
you
leave.
can't arrest me.
You need to leave.
No, I can't.
You need to leave. You're trespassing.
I'm trespassing?
You are.
This is public property.
This is not. This is a courthouse. So you need to leave.
I mean, in fairness to the camera woman, she does call the police's bluff, and they fold.
You must leave.
Don't touch me.
Leave.
Don't touch me.
You need to leave.
No, I'm not going to leave.
You need to leave.
You think that badge right there
What badge?
gives you the authority to be over me? No. You are a person just like me. You can't tell me what to do. So you can respect my space and why
I mean, technically, yes, they can tell her what to do within the bounds of the law.
I'm here.
respecting your space.
No, you're not. You're in my bubble.
I'm not.
Okay, I don't think there's any court cases that talk about personal bubbles.
Yes, arm's length is a bubble. You're in my bubble. You stepped into my bubble. Yes, you
need
did.
to leave.
I don't need to leave.
It also, this is pre-COVID, by the way.
You do need to
No, I
leave.
don't have to.
You do.
Right? Pre-virus.
Do you even have a matter?
You don't have a matter here, right?
I'm a Mackenzie friend.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, but you don't have a matter here today, so you don't need to be here.
You need to leave.
For that lenses.
It's pretty simple.
I have it.
You need to leave.
Yeah, you can go with
I'm
these
not
stuff
leaving.
right here.
You need to leave. Yeah? You do. You do?
No, I don't.
You do need to
No, I
leave.
don't.
Yes, you do.
Then give me reasons on why I need
said
to
you're
leave.
trespassing.
I'm not trespassing.
You are.
Okay, then give me proof that I am trespassing.
Are you here for a matter of your own?
I was here for a matter. She's my Mackenzie friend. She's not trespassing.
You need to leave.
No, I don't need to leave.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yeah.
No, I do not.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
Ma'am, you're disturbing the peace. That's enough for her to ask you to leave.
What's up,
Exactly.
IA?
Trespassing now. She's asked you, you're arrestable if you don't leave.
I'm not-
It's alright, you got enough anyways. Are you gonna listen to me? Yeah.
Cool. I'll see you in court.
You got it. Get out of here.
And now that the guy's been hooked up, he suddenly becomes a bit more cordial.
Is there anybody in the courtroom who has matters they can speak to the counsel? Please come forward. Your name, sir?
My name is James Perry. I'm here to speak to a matter of the person James Perry Willard.
Sir, you gave your name to James Perry?
Yes, my Christian name is James Perry.
James Perry Willard?
Capital J, lowercase a m e s.
Thank you. I'm satisfied that you are the Mr. Willard. You've answered to your...
No, not Mr. Willard. I don't recognize that title. I'm sorry.
Apparently, calling somebody by Mr. Willard is no longer simply a courtesy, a general aspect of etiquette of calling somebody Mr. Willard. But now, apparently, we are back in the 1500s, where Mr. is supposedly a term of title. Because of course it is. Because of course that's how it operates with a lot of these sovereign citizens. These fucking idiots.
Sir, I'm going to tell you right now, no court in Canada at any level accepts your arguments.
I'm not having made an argument. I'm asking for correct paperwork. I'm asking for correct paperwork. How can I answer to incorrect paperwork and not perjure myself?
Not guilty plea is entered. It will go to CMO to set a date. You'll go to the front, sir. You'll set a date for trial. If you do not appear at CMO, a warrant will issue for your arrest. If you do not appear for the trial, a warrant will issue for your arrest. It's your obligation to contact Crown and to get disclosure. You can do so at your leisure. This trial will go on the date that it's there, whether you have counsel or not, whether you've got disclosure or not. That is your obligation. Do you understand that, sir?
No, I don't.
What part don't you understand?
All of it. I don't understand why I need, or why you're trying to make me acquiesce to
Sir,
paperwork
I have
that
a-
I'm just requesting it to be corrected.
Sir.
If it's not a big deal, why can't you correct the paperwork?
You have an obligation to contact Crown and to get your disclosure. You can do so on your time.
I did so.
Not guilty plea is entered. CMO to set a date. Thank you, sir.
There's nothing I have to say.
They railroaded me! They didn't want to hear anything that that I wanted to say.
And I've seen these guys alert everybody as soon as I came in the door, so I mean,
No shit, Sherlock. Meads versus Meads, motherfucker.
I'm not completely surprised. I did the exact same thing as the last one. The exact same thing last time. Looking for it just
for a jury to you.
Oh god, not another one.
Am I permitted to demand for a jury by trial?
Denied.
Denied.
Denied. In the vast majority of traffic incidences, you don't have the right to jury trial.
Yeah.
The SCOTUS even said that. Duncan versus Louisiana.
Under Nevada law, you don't get a jury trial.
Does this court intend to try me under a criminal action or a civil?
Well, yeah, it's under the Nevada revised statutes. This court's not trying. This court is not. Yeah, I mean, it's under the Nevada revised statute. Did you read the ticket? It's all there.
I just wanted to know if this court was intending to try me under a criminal action or a civil action.
It's criminal.
Criminal?
Yeah.
Because the Constitution grants me the right to a trial by jury
No.
with all criminal actions.
No, it does not. In fact, there's a City. Can you reference the North Las Vegas case that went to the U.S. Supreme Court? Do you guys remember the name of that case? There was a case from this court that went to the U.S. Supreme Court. They said misdemeanors are petty offenses and they're not entitled to a jury trial.
Your Honor.
So, but anyway, so hold on. No, all right. Listen, Mr. Cook. What? Langton. Okay. Today is the initial arraignment. I ask the questions. You don't ask the questions. If you interrupt me in my process of doing the arraignment, I could hold you in contempt and I'll incarcerate you for contempt. Do you understand that?
Your Honor, I'm simply trying to...
Alright, so at this point, the judge already warned him, stop acting up or you're going to be held in contempt.
To grasp the understanding.
Yeah, well, like I said, if you have certain questions about the understanding of the charges, I don't mind reading the charges to you. But I need to make sure that you have a copy of the ticket. I need to make sure that the spelling of your name is correct. That your date of birth of August 31st, 1998, is that correct? Is that correct?
That was the day I was born.
What's that?
That was the day I was born.
Okay, all right. Okay, and the name spelled
I was born.
31st, 1998, is that correct? Is that correct?
That was the day I was born.
What's that?
That was the day I was born.
Okay.
I don't know why they think these semantics arguments have any fucking relevance. Your birth date, yes, is the same day as the day you were born. Same shit, different smell. I don't fucking understand why they think this semantics argument has any legal significance at all. It's irritating to me.
Okay, all right. Okay, and the name spelled correctly is Timothy Cook.
Cook is the tribe I come from. My family calls me Timothy.
Yeah.
That's my, as a natural person.
No, listen, we're not going to do this. Okay, you're going to follow my procedures today. Okay?
Am I under your jurisdiction?
Oh, yes, you are.
Is there a signed contract?
No, okay. Listen,
Oh my God.
I told you before, if you interrupt me with these silly questions, I can hold you in contempt up to 25 days in jail. Do you want that?
Your Honor, I wish not to do that. I'm simply exercising my rights.
No, you don't have a right to forestall this proceeding today.
Your Honor, if I may, no disrespect, it says inside Article 1, Section 3 of the Nevada State Constitution, the right of trial by jury shall be secured to all and remains inviolated forever.
All right, officers, we're taking him into custody.
And we're done. We're done.
I've already answered your question about the right to jury trial.
Sir, I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I wish not to be in contempt. I wish not to be in contempt. The Nevada State Constitution for me. So
I'm
I
not here to
don't
answer these
understand
questions. I'm not here to answer these questions.
Your Honor, do you uphold the Nevada State Constitution? Because in Article 15, Section 5, it says that.
Okay, so we're going to recess court right now.
There's no proper due process. No proper due process. No proper due process.
Mr. Cook became disruptive in the court process.
And we're now cut and we're back on with the hearing. And the judge is now going to issue a sentence for contempt of court.
The court proceedings, and take control of the
For the record, Mall Cop Sensei, the current birth date does not acknowledge the Caesarean calendar, but the Gregorian calendar.
For proceeding, and then he began.
All power, which is all part of the Roman cult's plan. Remember? Jesuits. Conspiracy.
To resist the bail. Warned several times that I'd be asking questions so we can get through the initial arraignment. He refused to cooperate with the court. So whereas in Nevada Revised Statute 22.030 declares that when contempt is committed in the immediate view and presence of the court or judge at chambers, it may be punished summarily.
What's up, Swindle?
Which an order shall be made reciting the facts as occurring in such immediate view and presence. Judging that the person proceeded against is thereby guilty of contempt, and he's punished as there described in. This has happened on the 3rd day of March, 2020. The individual's name is Timothy Cook, 2020. Happened on the 3rd day of March, 2020.
Damn, this was in March 2020. I feel like this happened a lot longer ago. But this was March 2020, like right before the pandemic went full blast.
The individual's name is Timothy Cook, who was a party to the proceedings.
God damn, this, I mean, I swear to God, 2020 feels like it was 40,000 years ago.
He was disorderly.
Yet at the same time, is still going on.
Contemptuous and insolent. Had insolent behavior towards the judge while he was while in court engaged in judicial duties. And he conducted breach of peace, boisterous conduct, and he became violent in a manner when the bailiffs attempted to put him into custody. Whereas in such conduct would be in court, derogatory to the authority of the court, and he had agreed with the orderly administration of justice.
Well, Deacon,
court preserve order and respect based upon the findings. Timothy Cook is hereby guilty of direct contempt.
My calendar at work.
The judge decreed that the contender is hereby sentenced to the following punishments: imprisonment for 3 days.
3 days. So he got 3 days in jail for his bullshit right there. Deacon, March, my calendar from at my office is still set to March 2020. Because around the last 2 weeks of March 2020 was when it really, when shit hit the fan. The work from home and everything like that. March 2020. So that's what my calendar currently is sitting at my office. As a reminder of when all of this truly began.
Okay, so Madam Clerk, what we're going to do is we're going to exonerate his bonds today. I'll go ahead and set bail at $10,140.
What the fuck is an office?
We're looking at, let's go ahead and schedule him for in-custody session on Thursday.
He got arrested for resisting arrest. Nice normal conversation.
The judge was trying to time serve both counts if he wanted to resolve the case today.
Okay, so he's been in, how long was he in custody before? Was it over 9?
It was 1 day.
Alright, so, alright, how you gonna plead to the charges with credit time served?
Yeah, can you please explain that to me so I have, know what that means?
Okay.
It's hard to hear.
Any fines? You don't have any classes, there's no suspended.
Okay, I don't remember this follow-up. Hold on.
The cases are closed, you get out and you move on. Move on to life. Okay. Okay, so you have 1 more day. I'm sorry.
How has he completed the charges?
No contest. He pleaded back to the
Okay, that's it. You'll be out by tomorrow night, okay? No, we already exonerated the bond, right?
Yes.
Okay, John Picardo.
Alright, that's the end of that. Anyway, it was just like a revamp of the classic stuff. Oh shit! I didn't realize I'm hampering Whiskey Wednesdays. I apologize. So we're gonna close out shop. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's end this on Karen's, because why not? Dead Space is tomorrow. Yeah, Dead Space is tomorrow, Jassa.
No! Go away! Don't touch my fucking truck!
You don't open a man's fucking food truck when it's closed, bitch! What the fuck is wrong with you?
I touched his truck. Oh my god, he's so scary.
He's so scary! You opened his truck! You opened... What the fuck is wrong with you?
Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
Yes, I just heard you speak for a couple of moments on a TikTok or something like that online. And you live in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
In the greatest nation that has ever been made. And you're sitting there insulting Americans.
Okay.
And you're talking about the strengths of the American people, and you're twisting them into something that is perverted. I suggest you get the fuck out of my nation, okay? All you are is someone that's coming in and trying to destroy the best nation that has ever been made. And underneath it all, this is what's strangest enough, is that you know this. But you're going to come in and you're going to use, I don't know what Asian country you come from, but you want to come in and you want to pervert everything that is good and decent in the American way of life.
I don't even know what the fuck she said to begin with.
There is nothing wrong with families, nothing wrong with men and women, actual men and women, and their children. Get the fuck out of my nation, okay? You don't belong here. Burn in hell, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Imagine being so fragile and so easily triggered that you go through all of that to leave someone that message. And what's fascinating to me is that there's a lot of things that my platform is against. It is against racism, classism, patriarchy, oppressive systems, sometimes against capitalism, and certainly internalized capitalism. But I have never...
Internalized capitalism? Okay, I'm sorry, but TikTok is all about the capitalism. Let's be real here.
Been against America, the American government, or the American people. So, if she have somehow equated my anti-racist, anti-oppressive views as being anti-American, then
I don't know what she's talking about.
and that must mean that she has some ideas about what America stands for. And that's not me. That's not my words. That is on her. Guess I'll see her in hell.
Okay. Okay, the woman on the voicemail was an asshat. She clearly was, but I can tell I'm not going to... I can already tell I'm gonna be rolling my eyes at this individual's TikTok. Which is also, again, another reason why I don't have a fucking TikTok, and I don't plan on installing TikTok ever. Ever, 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 ever. Because fuck TikTok. Moving on. Alright, so y'all never seen a camera before. Alright, we already got hands on hips.
Trying to say. No, I didn't find
Are you the manager?
She's demanding the manager. Oh my god.
I was in here and I got this card
and we are at Walmart.
Check out and they said, oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, I am.
Don't yell at her. She look like she's for calm down.
You know what? This is the last time we shop at this fucking store.
Alright. I don't even know what was going on here.
Customer gone wild.
All right, next one. Fast fucking food, baby.
Go over there.
At a Burger King. We are at a goddamn Burger King. God damn it.
Store manager and I are like this. We were dancing earlier. You're alright. Show that fat ass bitch.
You're right. Fuck you. You're right.
Bye. Hey, the fryer's waiting.
No, man.
You're fired and you're fired.
Customer gone wild part 2.
One bitch. Oh my god. You got it off? You got to put your knees off? Bitch, I'm black, white, Hispanic. Who's that?
Alright, they already done.
What's wrong with Dumbo over there?
Dumbo?
Oh, who's your mama?
What is this? I'm fixing to call up my mama here.
Is it your baby daddy? Yo, mama. Get the whole damn line up in here, too. You can tell you don't even belong here. I'm gonna call my mama. Now you got both. You'll find out that take your diaper, too. Hey, and you right there, the guy in the white shirt, what the fuck do they got over your head that you can't make shit right, bro? That man wanted to order me, like, fries, a soda, a chicken sandwich, and a dessert.
Meth is a hell of a drug.
And they charge $9. You got to go, man. Pocketed the rest of his money. No, I want. You're nobody here.
She's a Mexican. No!
Look, you're being rude right now.
Oh God, she's at Faux.
Yeah, because they still don't fucking understand to go. I would have been gone, but she said to go, and he didn't get the order. Okay, you're spilling stuff everywhere now. You know what? How about I spill it on you? Do it. See what the fuck happens. Do it and see what the fuck happens.
How dare you make a scene at a Vietnamese restaurant because fuck you. I want some goddamn pho. Pho is amazing, by the way.
No, I'm sorry. You announced it to everybody. You don't need to insult people.
You were the one who decided, your friend decided to leave in. You remember that?
Yeah, I do, because she was standing up for people because he didn't do anything wrong.
Because he didn't fucking do the job.
Okay, you know what? I will pay for your food for you to get the fuck out.
Is it really that hard?
God. You don't need to talk to her like that either.
Should I call the police? Like, I think that would be helpful.
I think it's so fucking difficult to put the liquid into the container, and they're fucking.
Maybe you should get a hamburger next time. Hey, you should leave. Thank you. Bye.
Say it again. Say that part again.
Come out.
Say it again. Say that other word again.
Come on.
Where you live?
I don't think I need to say anything about what that is.
Hey, where you live? Where you live? You lucky you don't have a license plate. I'll follow you all the way where you. Yep. Say less.
You're a bitch ass punk.
Yep.
Yeah, I know you are.
Okay.
That's why you're here, because you love white people so much.
Right. Anything else?
You want to be white, don't you?
Anything else? Anything else?
Keep on.
What's your name? The camera again. Say it again. Say it one to the camera. Talk about your power. Say it to the camera one more time. Say it one more time to the camera. Oh, the plot thickens. Bet. Say it again.
White power. Fuck. Go back to Africa.
Okay. Oh, this is another one I haven't seen yet.
Y'all dumb motherfuckers.
You was in here stealing.
We wasn't fucking stealing.
Yeah, you
You
was.
come up to me up here and ass, bitch.
You was a dumbass bitch. That's why you can't get out.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Tweaking.
Do it again. Linebacker that hoe.
Hey, back.
Linebacker that hoe.
Linebacker that hoe.
Caught your dumb ass.
No, you dumb bitch. You bitch.
You mad as fuck.
Okay, why did steal shit? They got no goddamn proof. They got no proof. I had to put it in my pockets out in the room.
That shit be shy.
Yeah.
Goddamn Rick and Morty t-shirt.
Yeah.
Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
Sweetheart, comrades! He's filming you! Get the fuck on, you green shirt wearing piece of dog shit!
Damn.
Get out! That's assault! He's just something out here, assault!
I think this is definitely more alcohol.
What
the fuck?
I'm a licensed security guard. I know exactly what to do. I'm gonna stand here and watch you make a fool of yourself.
Where the fuck is this?
Go! Stop it! Go! Get off my face! I'm a trained security guard. I know exactly what to do with stuff like this. Just
Is this Ireland? This sounds like Ireland.
watch and do nothing. Oh, here she goes. So let's go. You shall be here in Belfast. You're not picking up a bin and going Get it? You're on drugs. Get the fuck out of my face. Get it? Not leave alone to hit on me.
Belfast. Okay.
What did you say about the Filipinos?
I can say whatever that I want. Go and fuck yourself, okay? Just clean the house. Where are you working at Tim Hortons? You have to clean the house. Go on, just wipe it. Change the sheets, wipe it, just wash the washing.
Y'all know what I want to say about this, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
I'm on the line with the head office.
I mean, complete with driving a goddamn Ferrari and everything like that. She just screams that term.
Just serve the coffee. This is your job. Just serve the coffee. Just serve the coffee.
Madam, just serve the coffee.
I was looking at the steering wheel. It looks like a Ferrari.
Serve the coffee.
Okay, pay the order. Pay the order. Pay your order.
Give me the coffee.
Pay first.
I'm sorry?
Did you pay?
Did anyone give me the coffee?
You didn't even.
Got a problem, pal?
What's that?
Do you have a problem?
Just filming.
Yeah, why are you filming me?
Hey, it's public property.
I don't give a what it is.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a free country, so you have a right to feel however you want.
Yeah, well, I think you're gonna stop filming me, pal.
Are you a police officer?
Yeah, I am.
You are? What time?
Is he though?
What town are you a police officer with?
Never mind what town I'm a police officer.
You're live streaming right now.
Yeah, because I want them here.
Oh, capital audits? So this is an auditor. It sounds like Josh Abrams.
Okay, well you can call them if you like.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Okay.
They said you're mental fuck.
Okay.
If you don't want, leave people alone.
Do you know what famous means?
What?
Do you know what famous means?
Yeah, I know what famous means.
Because you're,
Stop filming me, pal.
you're about to be famous in auditing America. I just have a
Oh god damn it! It is auditing a fucking American. I thought he was still in prison.
question. Why is there a light kit in the front of your vehicle?
That is none of your business either.
Is none of my business?
That's right.
Well, I guess you're right. I mean, are you impersonating a police? You just told me you're a police officer.
You're goddamn right I am. You want to see the fucking badge, pal?
Yes, please.
See?
Okay, so he has a badge. Okay, he's not looking good. As much as I fucking hate Abrams, Abrams sounds like the kind of guy that needs to get his ass kicked. The cop isn't doing himself any favors right now.
I'm sorry, could you pull that out again?
No, you don't need to see it any better than that.
That looks like a fireman's badge.
I don't care what it looks like to you.
Okay. Are you aware of the First Amendment?
Yeah, I'm aware of the First Amendment.
Do you know what it is, sir?
The freedom of the press, buddy. The freedom of the press, buddy.
Absolutely, that's actually very
People,
good.
would you please call the police? This man's stalking me.
Do you know that that gives people the right to film in public?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And do you know that you've identified yourself as a police officer on camera, so if the police do show up, I'll be happy to hand over that footage?
Someone's been uploading his old videos to TikTok. Okay, that sounds about right. Again, the whoever this guy is ain't doing himself any favors. But auditing in America, Josh Abrams, I mean, he's still a douchebag nonetheless.
Yeah, you can hand it over.
I mean, this is clearly New England. I mean, I can tell with the fucking accent.
Okay.
Because they can't do anything about that either.
Actually, that's a federal offense to impersonate a police officer.
It's not a federal offense, you douchebag. It's a crime, but it's a state level offense to impersonate a police officer. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
When did that become a federal offense, pal? Freedom of speech, anyhow. You don't know if I'm lying to you or not.
Well, once you identify yourself as a police officer, you've committed a felony.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Depends on the state. We've already seen that it can be a misdemeanor, but it can also be a felony, but it can also be a misdemeanor offense. Shut the fuck up. I swear to Jeebus.
Yes.
You think you're scaring me, don't you?
No. No, that's why I'm being very polite and very calm and considerate.
Fuck you.
I want to see what you got filmed of me. You've been filming me since over to CBS, pal.
That's
I
right.
want to know what you're filming me for.
My own purposes. I don't answer questions.
Yeah, you don't answer questions.
That's right.
Okay. We'll find out what you're doing, pal.
Okay.
If I find out you posted anything on Facebook...
I'm putting it on Facebook and YouTube.
Or any place...
And TikTok, apparently.
Like that,
I am.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a promise.
I knew he was going to say that. No, it's a promise. They're both douchebags. I'm going to say it right there. Fuck them both. The guy who was there, if he was pretending to be a cop, he's already committing a crime himself. And even then, he's also an idiot because in public, he can be filmed. He was not doing himself any favors. With that being said, Josh Abrams is always going to be a tool bag because he likes to film random people who aren't public servants, and people who don't like to be filmed. Even if it's lawful, doesn't mean it's ethical, it doesn't mean I can't call you a douchebag for doing something that's uncomfortable. You know, that's the whole point. The whole point of these audits are supposed to be against police, right? Why are you fucking filming private citizens? No, you're only doing that to get a rise out of people. Period. End of story. So fuck you. End rant.
Sir, what do you say? I'm on a video. Do you want me to call the police?
Video. Call the police.
Say something.
Fuck you,
you fucking bitch. Oh, yeah.
Let me get a license plate.
Okay, I think I heard about this. The white dude apparently dropped a racial slur at a bus stop or bus station or while on a bus, and apparently he didn't realize that there was somebody who was going to call him out on his bullshit, and that's where we're at. Yeah, there you go. The guy called him that G-O-O-K, which if you don't know, it's a slur for Vietnamese people. But we're going to, but we'll let them sort it out.
Come on!
Well, I'm sorry, you're not.
They want to fuck. Don't ever say to go back to my own country.
They're fucking Chinese.
Yeah. And you
So get the fuck out!
Bitch ass. Keep walking.
Okay, so now he's saying he's Chinese. I'm saying I am Chinese, bitch. Still, what are you gonna do about it?
Make me walk.
Fuck that. Keep walking. Let's go. Let's go, bitch. You gonna fucking call me go back to my own fucking country? I was born here, motherfucker.
Oh, make sure your country, right?
Yeah.
Roof Koreans, motherfucker. They've been here.
Why don't you go back to your fucking country?
This is my
yeah,
country.
you fucking aboriginal.
What the fuck? What? I'm sorry. What? I didn't really...
You aboriginal? You aboriginal? Hey, man, where are you trying to make a fucking living?
That just fucking threw me for a loop. What the fuck? I was not expecting a Moorish incident here. What the fuck?
What do we do? What are we doing here? What are we fucking doing here?
I don't know what you doing here.
Yeah, what the fuck? You talking all this shit like you own this place?
Yeah, it's my fucking country.
Yeah, oh yeah, yours. Where the fuck is your shit property, fool?
You're a fucking racist. What the fuck?
All right, see you later, Mandy. See you later. I know Moist is currently live. That's okay. Adios.
Asshole. Who?
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I got your license plate, sir.
You keep fucking talking.
Fucking touch me.
I ain't talking you. Touch me
Touch
first.
me.
You touch me first. Give me a reason to
Touch
fucking
me.
kill you. Good. Dude, touch me first. Give me a reason to fucking kill you. Come on, do something. Exactly.
Just get up on me. Get up on me, you fucking
punk. You fucking bitch.
You fucking piece of shit,
asshole.
fucking Chinese, fucking Asian
You're
fuck.
Chinese. You're telling me Chinese.
Yeah, you're Chinese.
Yeah, you fucking
So what?
Do something.
Well, I ain't gonna do. Why would I should do something? I didn't do anything to you. What are you gonna get?
You're the one that fucking opened your mouth
We want
over
your
there,
bits and
motherfucker.
pieces of
I don't give a fuck what you saw.
told me you said you
Tell that fucking bitch to get the fuck out of my way.
We're out of the way. There's a fucking parking lot.
Go fuck
Fucking
yourself.
asshole.
Come on, keep following me.
Bitch.
Keep following me, you fucking pussy.
bitch.
I'll stick
Suck
you in
a
a fucking
dick.
hole where you belong.
Suck a dick.
I'll stick you in a fucking hole where you
Suck
belong.
a dick and get the fuck out of here.
I'll put you in a fucking hole, you
Yeah, do
cocksucker.
it. I'm waiting, motherfucker.
Touch me. Touch me.
I ain't touching you. You touch me first. It gives me a reason to fucking kill you right now.
Oh, I'll fucking take your
Do
life
it.
in a heartbeat, dude.
Do it.
In a heartbeat, I'll
Do
fucking
it.
take your fucking life.
Yeah, you fucking talk shit.
Piece of shit.
You ugly.
Make the first move. Make the first move. Make the first move. They're just asking each other to make the first move to give them full license to beat the fuck out of each other at this point.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
You suck a dick,
Go eat your
right?
fucking rice.
You're too bad.
Go eat some fucking rice, you
God
piece
damn
of
it.
shit. And fuck you fucking cunt.
I mean, I eat rice and I'm Puerto Rican. Fuck you, fucker. What does eating rice have to do with anything? Rice is a typical
I got a license plate, idiot.
Take a license plate.
Yes.
Take whatever the fuck
Yes.
you want. You fucking goose. Move me.
Yeah, touch him.
You're the one that fucking called me out here, motherfucker.
I didn't say yeah.
You called it. You started the motherfucker.
Did you call my homie a gook?
fucking love
I
rice.
gotta call him a gook.
Did you call my friend a
I
gook?
call him a fucking stupid fucking Asian.
Yeah, you fucking get the fuck out of you,
The
racist
fuck?
motherfucker.
I didn't beat myself.
Yeah, you are racist.
I protected my fucking country,
Hey, we are
motherfucker.
living.
Where the fuck is your fucking country, man?
We fucking bothering you.
Idiot.
Get the fuck out of here. You fucking Kevin. Get the fucking
Yeah,
fucking
fuck
dick.
you fucking
You
piece
fucking
of
Kevin.
shit. Fucking zipperhead, motherfucker. Fuck you both, you
Yeah,
fucking
get the fuck
whore.
out of here.
Fucking piece of
Get
shit.
your
Come here and touch me, motherfucker. I'll put you where you belong.
Do it.
Come here.
I mean, I feel like at this point, rice is about as American as fucking hamburgers and pizza. You know what I mean?
Come here. I gave you already. You fucking talk
I
about
started the motherfucker, you fucking dude. Fuck you. Fucking Chinese.
It is kind of boring. They're just talking shit to each other, yada, 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 and moving on. Somebody was saying that Skeptic is going off on FTFE. I mean, okay. I don't care about drama. I actually don't know what the history is, Deacon, about how rice became a staple, but I'm sure it is actually pretty interesting.
Phone call from my lawyers, Dave.
How'd you come on my property?
No, I didn't. I sat in the car. You're videotaping me. You want a phone call?
Oh, your mom saw me across the street and stopped.
Would you like a phone call from my lawyers, Dave?
Thank you, Eliza, for coming by.
Dave, I'm going to call the police.
I told you once, leave me alone. Don't come near my home, or it's considered harassment. And here you are. Darcy, thank you for coming by.
Dave, I'm calling the police on you. And I'm calling my lawyers.
Why? Why are you calling your lawyers?
Dare you? I'm not on your property. And by the way, now you're taking a picture of inappropriate pictures of me because of what I am wearing. So guess what? Now I'm really calling the police on you.
Why?
Cool. You wear it outside and come by my house. With the intention of coming by my house. With the fucking intention of it.
Yeah, no, you're a grown adult. You appear to be a grown adult. And you walk onto somebody else's property. I don't think you can fall on that inappropriate videotaping law that you're trying to cite there. You're a grown adult. And you're walking onto somebody else's property and being filmed. You're not no. No.
Tell them.
Where's your insurance card then?
We're giving it to you.
Where? Go get it.
We asked you for the license.
You hit my car. Where's your insurance?
Yeah, we asked you for
Where
the
is
card. We asked you for
Where's your insurance? Can I have it?
You asked for it. You never asked for it.
Where's your insurance then?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You hit my car. Where's your insurance?
We asked.
He's asking for you for the insurance. You can't just then say you didn't ask for his insurance because he asked for the insurance.
You to trade it. You're waiting for the cops. You can.
Yeah, because you're drunk.
No.
Yeah, I think you're drunk.
I'm telling you, we changed insurance, and I tell you this for the fuck. Okay.
You hit my car.
I hit a car before. We got this one.
This is the truck that hit me.
Yeah, best idea to get the plates.
Give it. Go ahead. It's okay. I don't have a problem.
Where's your insurance card?
Go ahead. We'll give it to you.
Where is it? Where's your insurance?
You want the money?
Yes, I want the insurance.
No, you want the
No, I want the insurance.
Okay, get it.
Where's the insurance?
No. You. The cop says if you deny the insurance, that
No,
means you don't
I
care
didn't
about
deny it. I just asked for it. Where is it?
No. You asked
Where is
for
it?
it now, and you're recording.
Give it to me.
No.
Give it to me.
And
Show me your insurance
witness
then.
out here.
Show me your insurance
you want
then.
us to get as witness? I don't have a problem.
Is this bitch for real? At no point did he deny her insurance credentials.
Everybody saw you hit my car.
Yeah, and we never denied it. We never
Okay,
said
but
no.
you are refusing to
Well, at least she admits that they hit his car.
give me your insurance information.
We said we will give you an insurance.
Okay.
And you said,
Okay.
I'm going to wait for the cops.
Pause.
Because
Pause.
this happened before.
Pause.
Your friend started saying that this has happened before.
And you're right. If she leaves without providing insurance, that probably classifies as a hit and run.
This bullshit.
No.
I don't care.
Then where's your insurance?
You're the driver.
Then where's your insurance?
Give us the insurance. We asked you for it.
No.
You have
you
to
give.
exchange.
I have my insurance card with me. Where's yours?
Where is it?
Where's yours?
We're giving it to you, but
Where? When? He just got in the
He's
car.
going on it. Oh, we asked you for it for the.
You won't believe what happened on my flight to LA.
The fuck you talking to me like that for? Take me off. I don't give a fuck. I didn't even want to go to Cali.
I don't even want to go to Cali. Fuck this flight.
I didn't even want to go to Cali. I didn't even want to go to Cali. The fuck you talking to? I will find your name, date of birth, and address. I will know your social security number before I get off this plane.
Fuck, he looks like a YouTube douchebag. This guy looks like he's the kind of douchebag that has 500,000 subs and is a total asshole to his viewers.
On my daughter, on that same baby that you see me on the phone with. What? So what the yo, cuz, watch the fuck out. What the fuck out? What's the pain? What they gonna do to you before what's the law gonna do? Yo, mind your business. Mind your business. Cause I will break your neck. Yo, let me just explain something. Hold on. Let me explain something to him. What they gonna do for you before? It's no need, huh? You told me one thing, I told you I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. You leave it alone. Fuck you talking to. Gangsters no need, huh? Yo, you about to go. This shit is 2 hours late, man. I'm trying to leave, bro. This shit 2 hours late. And I'm sitting here waiting 2 hours later, bro.
God damn. I don't even want to go to Cali. I know, right?
And blaring your music out of disrespect for everybody that's dear.
Please close my door.
I'm going
close
to
my
call
door,
the
please.
law.
Call him. There's nothing you can do.
Oh yeah, you and Abby
there's
think
not.
you're above the law.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
but
do.
I'm not gonna take this shit from everybody.
Okay, we're not putting up with your crap.
I'm not doing anything. I
Yeah,
come down
you
here
are.
and mind my own
Driving
business.
down the road.
Public road.
Blaring your music.
Public road.
Okay, there are laws against blaring music.
Not after 10 o'clock.
Okay, so Mr. Lawyer, I'm sure that's your mom
There's
and
no
your
law.
dad telling you that.
I can do.
But it's okay. Keep it up.
Okay, I will.
Okay, because I am going
Please
to call
close my
the
door.
law
Please
every
close
day.
my door.
Do you understand me?
If you don't close my door, I'm gonna press charges on you for harassment.
Okay, no, I don't think that's going to be the case. At the same time, I mean, if he's blaring the music on a public highway, then no, she doesn't have a leg to stand on. If this were a residential neighborhood, she might have a case, but that doesn't sound like what's going on here. If he's on a public highway in daytime, then he can have his music up loud. That's not gonna be a noise pollution or a nuisance situation. They look like they're in a strip mall, like a strip mall parking lot.
I'm here.
Close my door.
Sue's allowed me to be here.
No.
You're on her property.
No, close my door.
Yeah. You don't scare me.
Close my
Taylor.
door.
You
Good.
and your parents
Good.
don't
Close my door.
Do you understand
Close
me?
my.
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. But if he's on a public highway daytime, then there's no issue with, it's a parking lot of an apartment complex. I mean, there might be a situation there, but if it's at the daytime, I don't think that they're going to, he's going to get catch a charge or a citation, for loud music during the daytime. Again, it depends on the jurisdiction, depends on the, where he's at. But if it's at the daytime, it's going to be a tough case for the police to make. It's not your fault. What's not your fault? Moist. What'd you do?
Alright, I think it's time I come here and set the record straight. I'm gonna cannonball into the public swimming pool of false accusations. I'm gonna tackle all these bad boys today. Right now, I am being accused of being the catalyst behind Smash Mouth's breakup. Me. Smash Mouth's biggest fan.
What?
The guy who would literally huff Steve Harwell's dirty gym socks just to smell greatness. The guy who in 3rd grade sang All-Star for the 3rd grade talent show without missing a goddamn beat and hitting a nasty stanky leg to it in front of the whole goddamn class.
Stanky leg? I haven't heard that in like 6 years.
I am being labeled the man who broke up Smash Mouth. And it's all because the timing couldn't have been worse for me. Yesterday I posted this video about Smash Mouth concerts where Steve Harwell, he was getting a little goofy out there. Maybe had 1,000 too many drinks on stage and started threatening the audience members' families. And I was talking about like, hey, that's a fucking great concert. That's the kind of concert I'd want to go to and mosh at. Fucking moshing to Smash Mouth, Walking on Sunshine, as Steve Harwell's puking his brains out from alcohol poisoning on stage. I was like, that's the atmosphere I want to be in. And then I also showed clips of when Steve Harwell was freaking.
All right, so now he's not responsible for that, so it's okay. I guess we can end on Aussie Man. All right, we'll end it on Aussie Man.
How you going, everyone? It's time for my critical analysis of Floridian alligators. Down under, we have crocodiles that you can hang out with and feed in the local bloody recreational swimming pool. But I don't know, from what I see on the internet, alligators in Florida could be cheekier and dodgier than our crocs. Yeah, nah, they appear to have a massive obsession with golf.
Guapo!
They move to Florida, relax, get fat, laze around on golf courses all day. Alligators, that is, not my friend Brian's parents. There's a mid-size American for scale. Gee whiz, that is a fair fucking dinkum big.
That is a goddamn fucking huge croc.
Unit of an alligator. Anyway, he's done his 18 rounds. Time to hit the showers. Look at this dinosaur. It is carrying a sack of golf balls in its neck. It looks thirsty. I say it's heading to the club room to eat a rich wanker and smash a brandy. Side thought, having a tail that long must be a pain in the ass. What's that, Shooter McGavin? You want to take your shot? Nah, how about I fuck you right in your posh, lush fairway? You like that? Feels good to me. Oh, I don't mind the renovation you've done to my jungle, to be honest. You're not gonna fight him? Put the 5-iron down, Grandpa. Actually, it's nice. Golfers and alligators living in harmony. Horses and alligators, on the other hand,
fuck you,
not
Gator.
a lot of harmony. Get off my bloody prairie, yells this horsey.
Ooh.
It trots back to its mates for a high five and a hoof bump. The alligator replies, whatever, I was leaving anyway. Prairies are for pussies. I'm heading back to the golf course. There's a Florida man on the left walking towards the carnivorous creature. Okay, where's your garbage bin, mate? Grass and more horses. They don't seem like they're at the top of the food chain at all. This one is getting bullied by a pack of cranes. It's only a baby, to be fair, but come on! Don't take this shit! Put your big girl teeth in and show these fucking lanky birds who's boss. Nah, is this a common cause of Floridian traffic jams? Alligators getting picked on by other animals? Let me know in the comments section. She's like, bugger this! I'm not welcome on the prairie! I'm not welcome on the road! I'm gonna go rendezvous with Chubbs at the bunker near hole 8! Wise decision, I say. Yeah, good idea. I'd go away, cranes! Super speed activated! Here's a smart-ass trash panda swimming like an alligator.
Oh my
This
God.
one at the back. I think it's trying to fool tourists. You're not going to trick old Aussie man. Oh, there's a real alligator there. Another baby. Come on, it's your time. Get some tucker. Oh, so close. Seriously, you guys got to feed them something other than golf balls. This is in South Carolina, but close enough. The cheeky bastard probably traveled from Florida. They're definitely evolving. It knows how to use a crosswalk. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's shouting, I will fuck you
Fuck
right
you.
in your fancy, smooth pedestrian crossing. You build this shit in my jungle, I'm gonna fuck it. Crikey, that should be a postcard. Someone make this frame a postcard. Crash zoom back to the gator. Overall, maybe I'll retire to Florida or South Carolina or somewhere equally bogan to Western Australia. Overeat, play golf. Yeah, it looks like fun. Hey, you on, you big bloody beautiful bastards, face, dome. I just want to say thank you to all the YouTube subscribers.
Oh, I just realized we're gonna end it here. All right, thanks guys for watching. If you guys haven't seen me play Far Cry 6, I have been playing Far Cry 6 on my other channel. Check me out on my gaming channel. But we're gonna end it with Aussie Man playing some Far Cry 6. Thank you guys again. See you guys, and we're gonna end it here. Adios.
In a pokey, we're back with the sponsored video. It's Far Cry 6. As usual, I gotta make a...
Oh, yes, we're gonna go through Super Chats. I apologize. Super Chats before we end it. Real quick, let's do that first. Oh my god, we missed the whole... I missed the whole bunch. Stacy Hansen, $20. Thank you very much, Stacy, for that. Funny story, had to go to my office, just work hubby and I. He was blasting Spotify, was bored with songs, and said, what's this? The look on his face as I started singing along the sea shanties, priceless. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Stacy. I do not plan on doing fucking sea shanties for a long time, if ever. Especially after what happened the last night. The last time I did that, it was kind of embarrassing, but we're not gonna talk about that. P Rhymes, $5. If though she claims to be Chinese, just wear a T-shirt that says "fuck COP." I assume you meant to say CCP and not China. Also, people have been wearing these shirts since the pandemic started. I agree with you. I've seen that "fuck China" T-shirt on for very long, ever since it started. Yeah, I agree. Rocket the Beagle, £5. While freedom of speech is important, it's a shame that the U.S. doesn't have laws such as Sections 4 and 5 of the Public Order Act in the UK to stop people like this. I mean, I definitely hug my First Amendment very tightly. As much as I get frustrated by stupid people saying stupid things, it's just it's at the same time I see where it can be. The lack of a First Amendment can be susceptible to bad things. You know what I mean? So I still, despite the bullshit, I still fully adhere to the First Amendment, even if it means having to deal with bullshit. SNP, $5. Just wanted to say welcome back. I'll be listening to this while I'm at work tonight. Well, thank you very much, SNP. Titalu, $10. Why don't any of these sovereign citizens change the battery on their smoke alarms? I don't know why. It seems to be a trope that they adhere to. It's kind of cringy. I don't know why they do it. It's very annoying. P Rhymes, $5. The UK and Australia are not real places. They are fictional lands beyond the ice wall that the government lies about, like birds being real. Probably. And Kit 190, $2. Thank you very much. Moist. Yes. Moist. And also damp.
Character, I'm choosing this bloke. He's a bloody 3 Explorer door. Not even door is a 3. Shoes, I want to try something rat shit yet trendy. Oh, I don't know. If you want to survive in a Caribbean dictatorship, you might need matching laces. COVID safe, good, or go with a knight's helmet. Both are acceptable. Wait a fucking second, is that a stack hat? Is that an old school 1990s stack hat? Lock it in. I've got me big bloody knife. I can go around quoting Crocodile Dundee. Let's go. Here's me knife. This is a knife. Paul Hogan sends his regards. Confirm the kill. Shooty, pow, 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 pow. A fucking flaming bull. Save it. Put it out. Oh, damn it. That was me bottle of fire, not me bottle of water. Here's me mate Huan, aka Jono, disregarding safety regulations. Look at this piece of glass. You know what I can make with this piece of glass? Anything. I can make anything with a fucking piece of glass. Bam! A new gym bag. What do you reckon? Bush, 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 bush. Feel the burn. And pink mist. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Oh, look at this doggo with a little trailer.
Chorizo!
Companion acquired.
Yes, there is Chorizo in the game. So if you want me to play with Chorizo, check out my gaming channel.
You can lick me. I don't know where that tongue has been, but it's okay. What's this dickhead looking for? Are you lost, mate? Yeah, he was looking for a tree to climb. I helped him out. Bang! A cactus outside the dunny. You are the Tywin Lannister to my Tyrion.
Shut up, Aaron.
What do you want? You want a hug? Earl Grey tea? The lucky mama? Okay, everyone gets a cool intro in this game. Even the fucking chook gets one. I want one.
Chicharron.
Ah, shit. I'm bloody blinking. Damn it. I should provide helpful information as a reviewer. The graphics are pretty good. There's vectors and polygons and super duper beautiful lighting, I reckon. Oh, there's a goat! Look out, goats! Run away! Rock smash! He's all right. Off to the pub he goes. There's another rock smash. I had nothing to do with that one. Gee whiz, flying cars. It must be the year 2000. This is fair dinkum high tech. I look forward to the Marquez Brownlee analysis. Oh, hold your horses. I recognize this bloke from somewhere. He works at the fucking chicken shop.
My Instagram is, I think it's Ron_Bacardi or Artrexis Lives. is my Instagram name.
Up. And that corporate empire Vought International, he's done well for himself. Why not become a dictator? You reckon his career counsellor predicted this? Probably not. That looks like a quokka. How you going? Come here. Companion acquired. I have so many companions. Look at this cool dude wearing a shirt. You want a snack? Here's a snacky snack. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? I thought we had an understanding with all of you. Cheeky bloody reptilian wanker. What's this gun do? It has a lot of electricity. It seems dangerous. Oh, yeah, pink mist. Now, where's the crocodile gone? Oi, catch! Ah, you dropped it, Butterfingers. No worries. Bam! Memorable barbecue, that one. Hawkeye activated. Hawkeye, if he was good with axes, activated. Sneaky, sneaky. Back to the knife. We've come full circle. What a lovely veggie patch. How long did that take to grow? Oh, I am a morally bankrupt gamer. I am. This is where I let out my dark side, burning veggie patches in virtual realities. Don't judge me. This chook is dressed up like it wants to disappoint its parents. This is my favourite companion yet.
Later,
Go,
guys.
Go, angry chicken. Go. Super jump. Super jump all over him. Yes. Do it again. Do it. Oh, bloody bonza. Cheeky reload. Whew. Good game. Nah, good game.
Bye, guys.
Now greetings to the world. Vice of the one big gang still alongside Skrillex. Them for no. Ooh-wee. Ow. We must up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. How we ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We must up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We must up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire, make it fun.
Fuck, I wanted to play that. Well, shit. At least till the end.